What's going on, good people? It's your boy Gaming Dad, and I'm back for another one. Happy Monday to all you good people. Your boys, education wise, I'm on break this week. It's what they call it down here, winter break. But there ain't no winter, ain't nothing but raining. It's been raining all day. But what's going on, good people? How y'all doing? Everybody out there in gaming land. My boy Gorilla Tactics on the scene. What's up, people? Steamdeck discussion. Let's get into it. My boy Gorilla Tactics in the building. Let me go ahead and get you on the board. Shout out to my boy SOC. What's going on with you? Dave is in the building. What's going on, Dave? How you doing this evening? All right. Haven't been too busy today. Was supposed to get some gameplay time in today, but I did not. But I did get some gameplay in this weekend. We're going to talk about it. I know Nintendo was like, "No, don't you say anything about that." So we're gonna call it Wii Sports 2. Because in essence, that's what it is. It's really a Wii Sports 2.5. How about that? I guess we can call Wii Sports Resort Wii Sports 2. But I mean, listen. If you got a chance to play, I did get a chance to play, and I got some things to say tonight. I was very pleased with my experience. Hey, what's going on, Geeky? Geeky just got in the building. I hate, every time I be trying to like set my little wheel up or whatever, and then you know what, it crashes on me. I gotta go back in again. And the only good thing about it, sometimes when I go back in, it be all kind of set up. Oh man, some garbage. Let's go. Nope. Name wheel. All right, good. Back on the sim, get Geeky on the board. Geeky. All right. Let's see. Hey, Samantha. Samantha said, hello, just lurking. Hey, but that's all right, Samantha. By you just lurking around, and go ahead and put you on this board. So, I give out a free Nintendo eShop card every Monday night. So, let me get you in. Samantha W. Got you. You on the board. All right, let me go through my usual. Like to go through my comment. Of course, Dave said hello, and SOC. I had that up earlier. Gorilla Tax said, "What's up, people? Steamdeck discussion. Let's get into it." Oh yes. Kiki said, "Hey to everyone." Dave said, "I'm doing good today. It's excellent, hey." Of course, my girl Samantha just chimed in and said she was just lurking. Gorilla Tactics says, Wii Sports HD. Yeah, I could do that. SOC. So that Wii Sports 2.5 play test was fun. I got to play three play tests. The other two were at 6 a.m. Right. I played one. I got to one. I was supposed to play two, but I got to one. And I am God at I'm God at that sword game. Yeah, but that sword game was the truth. I think I lost the very first one because I didn't know what I was doing exactly. But by the second one, buddy, I was knocking them off. I didn't care who it was. Or it was a girl, or you want to fight me, girl? Quick, fast, 3 hits. He was off the stage. Yeah, it was fun. It's definitely, it was always a day one pickup for me anyway, because I really, really like tennis off of Wii Sports. But I really like the bowling. The bowling was different. I love the online bowling. It's gonna be my addiction. I can tell right now, because they do a couple things different with the bowling that they kind of didn't do with Wii Sports bowling. The online concept was it's like an elimination. So they put you in with about 20 people, and so the first 3 rounds, they take the score of those first 3 rounds, and if you're not in that top tier, They knock you off. Half survive the first one, and then they cut it in half again until you get to the semifinals. I never made it to the finals though. I was always like, I think I made it to fourth once. And I made it to fifth, but I never got past that. But it was fun. I was definitely like, okay, online this is gonna be good. Tennis was good. I lost my first match. I got a little cocky. I was up, and man, them jokers, man, came back on me, beat me. I was so mad. But then I crushed my second match. But yeah, it was definitely, I can definitely highly recommend it. And especially with the other games coming to play. If they mess around and get boxing in there, because the sword game was, it was done very well. I mean, very accurate. If I could say anything, the sword play with the Joy-Cons was very active. I mean, very accurate. Excuse me. Very. I mean, like surprisingly accurate. Especially after coming from Wii Sports Resort and coming from the Wii Remote. The Joy-Cons, boy, it's a whole nother level. But I really I liked it on the bowling because you know what, you can bowl like a real bowler. You can put that little spin on it and everything. I was like, it was good. I was definitely, I can't say no more about that. I was definitely hyped. Samantha said, thanks, no problem. Gaming with Ben is in the building. What's going on, Ben? How you doing, buddy? Let me get you on that. Gaming with Ben. Because he's my friend. His name is Ben. Dave said, I missed the playtest. I meant to try it, but I got busy with something else and missed the time window. Yeah, I mean, I missed the first one because I got the times mixed up. It was like 6 a.m. I was like, I thought it was like 6 p.m. So I missed out. That's why I only got one place test in there. But this one, that 45-minute play test, it was good. It was really good. The load times on the bowling was a little longer. I guess because they had to get like 20 people to play. But it was fun. It was fun. I can see I'm gonna dig in a lot into that. Especially if boxing get in there, bad boy. Whoo. That was my favorite. I loved the boxing on the original. I loved tennis was my favorite though. I loved the tennis. Love the tennis, and the tennis was really good too. I mean, how can I say it? You gotta, because the controls are really accurate. It's like before you kind of just like turn your wrist real fast and spike the ball. No, you can't do that. I had to like really get into it. To really get some good play in, and I had to make sure I paid attention to how I was swiping my racket because sometimes I knock that bad boy out of bounds, and so it was fun. And then I had to go dig out these things. I was like, man, where are these little controllers? You have to have this. I think playing without these is a mistake because because they always like extra small and slippery in your hands anyway. And even with this little thing, one time, man, I swung and it swung this thing right out of my hand. I was doing a fighting game, and I was like, I just kept twirling this here to fight. It worked though. I won. Oh man, but yeah, I'm going to foresee buying. Somebody's going to sell some kind of covering. They're going to have to for that game because these Joy-Cons, man, are really slippery, and so I need something a little bit more tangible. Remember they had that rubber type covering for the Wii remote. I would like something like that especially just to play Wii Sports, or yeah, I'm gonna call it Wii Sports until further notice. SOC says the fact that the game is only $40 is amazing. Def be having fun with me's. You know what? I kind of wanted to like dress my little guy up. They gave me some. I had hair, but I see that it's gonna be quite an experience. Definitely $40, man. That was the perfect price. I think even this game was $60, I probably would have bought it, but I wouldn't have been. I've been kind of like, $40 is the sweet spot. $40 is gonna sell a lot of systems. It's going to sell a lot of systems for the Switch. And mark my word, I'm telling you, this game right here is going to be the game that's going to help push Nintendo over that threshold, because now you're going to get so many more casual people buying the Switch. So many more people. And once if they advertise this properly, like I know they are, it's going to, this holiday, this Christmas, it's going to be the game to get. No matter what November game they put out, this Wii Sports is going to be the game to get. Let's see. Vic says, what up, gaming dad? Back at it again with another great stream. It's time for a better Street Fighter on Switch. Yeah, it's called Darkstalkers. Oh man, listen. When I seen Darkstalkers come right there, and shout out to my boy Steve M. Steve M sent me something on Discord, and I was like, he absolutely was right. I was like, man, that's gonna be Darkstalkers was my game, man. But I'm so glad that game is coming out in that little collection. I forgot what's the date on that collection. I need to find that date out. So, but hey, Vic, you know what? Hey, I sent your wife the code. She didn't respond, so I wanted to make sure that you got it. But I made sure I sent it to her on TikTok. Tick. Quay, what's going on, man? Let me get you in here. Quay says bowling was great. Fencing was good too. Those were the only two playable modes when I tried it. Dang, I didn't do fencing. Fencing was not an option for me. I had the bowling, I had tennis, and I had the unless you call it the was it fencing? What was it called with the? I don't think mine had like swords. I forgot the name of the game, but it wasn't fencing though. But it was still good. You was on a plateau, above a bunch of water, and then like if you swung enough and you got them and you knocked them off the plateau or off the platter or whatever, they fell into some water. I thought that was dope. I had I could see myself beating my kids plenty a day off that. But yeah, but bowling was good. Bowling was really, really good. And I think this is like where the Joy-Cons is probably going to make their money. Because people, you about to see, you think Joy-Cons was sold out before this past Christmas. They're really going to be sold out. You know, but my advice to you is, hey, pick up some Joy-Cons because, I mean, some legit Joy-Cons, like the real deal. Pick up some. If you plan on getting this game, you might as well pick up another pair because you're going to need it because Wii Sports plays, I'm telling you, when I was turning my wrist a little bit, that bad boy would spin out, curve in. Ooh, I was killing him. I was mad I only got fourth place though. It's kind of sad. Ruben, what's going on? He said, "Hey, gaming dad, on vacation last week, the family to Disneyland for 3 days. God almighty, I need some of that money. Disneyland, boy, Disneyland is expensive. I went one time. We took the kids, boy. We spent a lot of money. I said, man, that's a whole portion of my income for the year. So just wanted to say hello. What do you think about the Capcom Fighting Collection? Take my money today. Today, Darkstalkers, man. Listen, I didn't care about nothing else on there. I saw Darkstalkers, and I was like, finally, The Rock has come back. Oh, man, yes, I was excited. I was totally excited, man. And don't get me wrong, man. I was like, you know what? Ruben didn't get you. I gotta go over, but Ruben didn't get you on the board. Real quick. All right. You know what? Street Fighter 6. You know what? Speaking of that, they look weird. Like Ken looked weird. I didn't like the way Ken looked. Ryu looks like he looks like a super buff RGT. A super buff RGT 85. That's what he looked like to me. But you know, I mean, you can't go wrong. Street Fighter, you know that. It's Street Fighter. Until you see some, some gameplay, it's Street Fighter. And they'll announce some more this summer. Okay, Vic got his I'm gonna put Vic's Twitch. And you can do just like Vic. Vic is currently watching on YouTube and on Twitch, and you can also sign on your Twitch account and get yourself 2 opportunities to get on the wheel. We had 10 people already. Don't forget, good people, listen, stop what you're doing real quick. Real quick. Hit that like button for your boy, man. I need that right now. Merry Christmas to me. Say, hey, Gaming Dad, do you own more physical or digital games? I own way more physical. Way more physical. We're going to talk a little bit tonight about game preservation, man. And it's like, I don't know if some of these companies are deliberately trying to force you digital and then deliberately trying to, harm your physical collection. I mean, I don't know what it is, man. It's like, these companies are really turning into the devil. And it's bad, man. It's like I was a little, not too happy with Nintendo's response. But you know what, man? At the end of the day, it's about making money. I just, I don't like to be. I like playing games. I just don't like being pimped over and over again. For I should be able to, re-download my systems and play as much as I want. I don't want to be put into a situation where I just got to let you know that I'm playing this game. That's the part I don't too much care for, but it is what it is. We'll talk a little bit about that this evening as well. But yeah, man, way too many physical games. But you know what? Back in the day, man, I didn't have, growing up, we didn't have a lot of money. So some games that I bought, man, I had to return. I either sold back to GameStop or Babbage's or Funkoland, any one of them stores. And because that's how I was able to get that next game, because it was like, once I was tired of it, but I had that right to sell it back and make maybe a couple coins. It's like they're taking that away from me. I don't like that. But yeah, man, I got way too many fits, especially with the Switch, man. I think out of any game system, I've owned the most Switch games out of any system. Period. I've never owned this many games. So we see them. It's cheaper than WarioWare. Yeah. Cheaper than WarioWare. That's saying something. WarioWare is good. I mean, I like WarioWare. It was good. But if I had my choice, man, give me that Wii Sports all day, every day. So wonder if Nintendo is going to hit us with the Wii, like the play commercial from Wii Sports. Will be a fun throwback. Yeah, it would be. Listen, I think we all get a good laugh at that. June 24th. Yeah, my boy Ruben, to salute you. That's right, June 24th, man, for that Capcom collection. Yeah, that's definitely the key. Is though, is that collection worth $60? That's a good question. That's a good question. Because to me, like, it's only really one game on that bad boy that I'm like, okay, I hope it's like $40. I really don't hope it's 60. If it's 40, then that's an easier pill to swallow. But man, anything else to that? I don't know. Hey, a quick question, man. I know it's a side note. Did anybody pick up? I know Basil YT. I hope he shows up tonight. But did anybody else pick up that Assassin's Creed Ezio collection? Did anybody pick that up? If you did, let me know your opinions of it, because I'm telling you, man, watching the gameplay, you can tell, man, if you look at like other Assassin's Creeds that came before the Ezio collection, they didn't look like that. The one off the commercial and the one that they showed for the direct, I mean, they look really, really, really good. Oh, Vic says all good. Thank you. Okay, no problem, my brother. I'm glad you got it. Let's see. Joy-Cons. They're hereby called Drift-Cons. Ooh, well, you know what though? Listen, you're not gonna really need like the If you got them old broken Joy-Cons, they will work because that it's gonna be that sensor. It's gonna be that sensor there. You're not gonna have to worry about moving that little controller. So you got controllers that get the drift. You can put them bad boys back out and get your Wii Sports on. SOC said was disappointing that they didn't use Mii's for local enemies and use those okay characters, but it to avoid confusion with not into the no casual. Be glad they are supporting Mii's playable. Yeah. To me, at the end of the day, man, as long as I can play my Mii, portable, this particular Mii got legs and everything, and I'm with it. I hope they don't go away from the Mii's. I kind of like mine, to be honest. CMG, my guy is in the building. What's going on, CMG? Hold on, man. I gotta get my sound effects ready for you. Where is it at? Oh, there it is. CMG in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Get the explosion. Steve M in the building. Get CMG on the board. Steve M. CMG says, what's up, everybody? What's going on with you, my brother? Ryu look like Chris Redfield, right? With a beard. Yeah, he do. Yes, he do. Yes, he do. But why did Ryu look so big and then like Ken had the big, he had the big jack off forearms. His forearms were huge and the rest of his body was small. He looked like Popeye. It was crazy. I was like, oh man, I don't know. A fighting game's a fighting game, but Steve M said, I whoop butt in Switch Sports. Sword fighting, yeah. The sword fighting, man, I don't know if I was playing the computer or what. Whoever came against me with the sword was getting that business. I just lost the first one. I was like, oh, what am I doing? I said, okay, now I know what I'm doing. The second round, buddy, it was on. CFG said, what up, Gaby Dad? Geeky said, Steam Next Fest this week. Lots of good demos to try out. Ooh, Steam Next Fest. That's right. I forget, Geeky. You got a whole PC. See, I don't have one yet. I'm waiting on I'm trying to hold out. I'm waiting on my Steam Deck. Before I delve in, what, I'm gonna buy. Oh no, I've been buying games left and right. What I'm saying, on my Steam, because I know I want to have a nice variety to play. But man, I can't wait till that thing come out. I'm ready. Let's see. Steve says, I got my Xbox Series S this weekend. Got Sonic Adventures 2 for $10. It's fun to go back to the old games. Golly, $10. I better be quiet. I want my son hear that. He gonna be like, hey Dad, can I get that Sonic? My son's voice is getting so deep. He 15. He sound like he 39. Steve M said, I also modded my 3DS and started back up my digital and physical games. You modded it how? What did you do exactly to it? I would like to know. Quaid says, I'm 50-50 on digital and physical, especially on third parties. Easier to nab deals on physical. All digital for the Series S, obviously. It's just a Minecraft machine with a little Forza Horizon 5. CMG said, I still love my Switch. I do. Listen, I do love my Switch. I love what it do. But man, I'm waiting on that Steam Deck. I ain't lying. I'm like, that Steam Deck come through, buddy. I just want to see I just hope I don't have to, have to dig into the menus on every game. Whew. That's one thing I hope I don't have to do, constantly changing up settings to make the battery work. That's the only thing I'm kind of dreading. I don't have to deal with that. Oh my goodness, here you go. I got to switch the batteries up again. Norm, what's going on with you? CNG said a lot of people have been talking about Switch Sports. I might pick it up. Oh yeah, man. Listen, from what I played. If they only had those 3 games, I think I would probably still pick it up because the bowling, because everything was good. It was done very well. You know, the load times wasn't bad. Just the online portion of getting all 20 players, and I think that's because it was just a play test. But I think when the real deal when it comes out full flesh, oh man, I think it's gonna be that game is gonna get a lot of play, a lot with a T. But Norman back in said people are mad Switch Sports doesn't have boxing. Yeah, but I think it's coming though. I really think it's coming. I don't think they're just gonna say, you know what? Nah, I'm just not gonna have the boxing. And I think it will be a bad choice for them to say not have boxing. I think it's coming, but yeah, that to me that should have been all the Wii sports games should have been a staple off the jump. But Norm, you on the board, my brother? So I forgot to try out Switch Sports game. Oh man, I think you know they'll probably have another one. I think they should have another playthrough because it's not coming out till almost May. It's like April 29th. It's like it's a grip before it gets to playtime. So I think, and this is kind of early. This is February. Yeah, I think before then we'll get another playtest. But definitely, it was. I'm glad I played it. Vic says, do you think your Wii Sports went up in value since you bought it? It's a good question. I know for sure that game still sells for $50. And the original Wii Sports still sells for $50 right now if you bought it from GameStop. Wii Sports Resort was 55, 60, I think almost $60 during Christmas time. So do I think it went up in value? Nah, it's probably the same value, but it's like you can still get that game for $50 or $60. It's not outrageous to get. That's a good question though. But I think eventually it will be though. By the way, people unaware, you can download previous bought games even after closure. Yeah. But you know what? The only thing, my only thing with that is that a company at any time can say, you know what? We're not doing that no more. And if you don't get it in before that certain date or whatever, that's it. And then, you know what? Or if something happens to your system and your system doesn't work anymore, then you know what? The games you've bought is just tied to that system. That's the issue. I can't even go out and find me another used one and put those games onto that system. Especially if they say, well, you know what? We're not doing any more downloads. You know, they have so much power. That's my only issue. They have so much power. They can just do stuff. They can pull games that you've owned before off the eShop for whatever reason, no matter if you bought it or not. They have that power. I think, hold on one second. You know, my son is yelling for no particular reason. I know you guys can hear it, but you know I can. So, you know what? I'm about to holler at him. I'm back. Norm says boxing will probably be DLC. Yep, of course. And it's going to be tied to the Nintendo Switch online plan. And so it'll have more, another reason why then it'll be time to buy into that online plan. I think it is. I think it's. Can I recommend the online plan right now? Only if you are Animal Crossing and Mario Kart fans. If you're both, then I can say, yep, pick it up. If you're just one and it's just you, then I still say, yeah, pick it up. Yeah. But if you're a family, like I do the family plan, and I got 3 kids that play Animal Crossing, so it's a no-brainer for me. but everybody plays Mario Kart. Everybody, every one of my kids, even my oldest son, we all play Mario Kart. So that was like a win-win for us. And I think the online service is going to get better. All right, good people. 38 minutes in, 11 people watching. Let's get off of this here. Get myself set up. I had the wheel going on for a hot minute. Oh, come on now. Act right. You know what I hate? Sometimes, I set up stuff, and you know what? And it acts right on my phone, but it doesn't quite switch over to my iPad like it's supposed to. Let's see. No, it still ain't showing up right. Come on, now, act right. Boom, boom. Bah humbug. This has made me mad. All right. I'm about to do the bootleg way. I hate. You know what? That is made my booty cheeks quench together. All right, let me try one more time. Nope. I don't know why. It usually, if I click it on my phone, it comes back here. That's all right, good people. We'll just go through all my little sites I got saved. All right. Let me switch on over here to my screen. Boom. Oh, Norm said something. What did he say? Norm said, I've seen alternatives to the Steamdeck. Like they look like a Switch, but it's a full computer. Yeah, the issue is with a lot of these, different, because it's going to be a lot more that's going to come out that's going to look like the Steam Deck. But my only issue, and the reason why I'm sticking with the Steam Deck, is that, one, for the price. A lot of them other things are coming out, man, they are super duper expensive. I mean, like, over $1,000. And by the time I pay taxes on this Steam Deck, it's going to be close to $7,000. And I'm good. I'm just going to stick that direction. And keep it. What up, Tyler? My son that chopped in. Hey, buddy. Oh, come on now. Act right. Tell you, man, one thing about technology, it will fail you. My son is really making me mad. I think I'm going to have to holler at him again. I'm talking about my son, Joseph. Not you, Tyler. All right. Let me get off of here. Back here. And let's switch screens. Voila. All right. Go ahead and get Tyler off of here. All right. So I'm going to have to... Usually I have all of these stories kind of filtered. And I do have them on my phone. But for some reason or another, man, it's not showing up on my iPad that I use for streaming. So we're going to have to do the bootleg way and kind of go through stories. And as we figure it out, we figure it out. Night Dive Studios up for remastering Eternal Darkness through No Luck with Nintendo. So this company here is not the original company, of course, that made Eternal Darkness. They're a company. They did a lot of remakes for Nintendo. I know they did like Turok, and I think they did. What's that one game? It just came. It's an old game. It just came out. Something. Golly, I hate that. But whatever. They have done some remakes and they've done some pretty good jobs. Like Turok was really, really. I mean, it played way better than the original Turok, and the graphics look better. So they have some experience working with Nintendo. However, for those of you who you might be too young. Some of y'all might be young and don't remember Eternal Darkness, but I remember Eternal Darkness. This game was great. and I'm not even a big horror guy fan. You know, even though I do like Resident Evil, it's not Resident Evil my jam. But Eternal Darkness was really, really good. It was a game that's like, it was always like somebody wanted to redo it in some form or fashion, but never could get to that point where it got redone. So if they up for doing it, man, I'm all in favor of it. But you know, of course, you know, games like this here with licensing, you know, it's going to take Nintendo to kind of put some upfront money to kind of, you know, get those licenses secured so the game can be remade, because I don't think even Nintendo owns the original. As a matter of fact, they don't own the original source code to the game. So there's going to be some issues eventually. But the mere fact that they want to do it, I mean, at the end of the day, money talks and BS walks. And if it's going to make them some money, they're all about this. And this will be a great opportunity. Nintendo would not put in work. They just sit back and collect that check. So I think it would be good for all of us. But is it coming? Who knows? All right. The Min Min Smash Amiibo is releasing on the same day as Nintendo Switch Sports. Oh my goodness! I'm guessing I'm gonna have to go ahead and get my pre-order in. It says Steve and Alex Amiibo delayed until later this year. Okay, so the Minecraft Amiibos will be delayed. I don't care nothing about the Minecraft Amiibos, but this Min Min one, I'm picking that one up. I am picking that up, hands down. 29th. Man, the amount of money that's going to be spent this year just on games. And just a side note, did anybody pick up Horizon Forbidden West? I picked it up. Of course I picked it up. Have I played it? Of course not. I haven't played it. But, because I don't want to play it until I finish the first one. I should have just waited. But my oldest son was nice and was like, you know what? And for Christmas, he bought me a Best Buy gift card. And so I just had the gift card. I said, well, you know what? I might as well buy it. I got a gift card. So, you know, I don't have to pay like, you know, a couple extra dollars. So it was a win-win for me. Norm said, I don't really get the point of Amiibos. I know, man. It's the toy in us. We like toys. When you was a kid, like, you know, I think as a kid, I wanted me a Mario toy to go along with my Mario game, but there was really no Mario toys when I was a kid. So now it's like the kid in me is out. You know what? Listen, like, look at this Amiibo. Look at this. Look at me. Look at it. Look at him. Don't he look like I'm ready to smash all the Pokemon? Oh, he's a little dusty. Sorry, you've been up there a little long. But you know what? He looks ready to go. I wouldn't play with him. I just like looking at him. I know that's stupid. It is. Isn't that stupid? It is. But I like him. Spider-Man sitting at the desk. Everyone is playing Horizon Forbidden West, and I'm sitting here catching up on Miles Morales. Right. It is what it is, man. I totally agree with you on that one. I get that sentiment completely. Another side note before I hit the next comment, because Dave said some stuff too. So I seen Uncharted this weekend, and it was decent. I mean, it wasn't like, oh my goodness, it's like, it's the greatest thing ever. No, but it was like, if you saw that movie, you'd be like, okay, this is a decent movie. It didn't wow me, but it didn't disappoint me either. It was like, oh, this is whack. There had some things in there that was like, come on, man. You know, it was like one particular fight scene, and I'm hoping I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it. And so they were fighting, and he had this like really big gold, like platter, and that thing, you know, for it to be solid gold, man, that thing had to weigh like crazy amount of pounds. But he was swinging that bad boy around like it was a piece of aluminum foil. I mean, he was like blocking bullets, and you know, I was like, man, it was a couple of things in there. It was like, man, this is so over the top fake. It was ridiculous. So besides, it wasn't a bunch of them, but it was a couple times I was like, man, that's not it. You can't do that, man. You should be dead. Like if you'd have felt like that for real, you would be dead. That's how I felt on a couple scenes in that movie. But overall, I thought the movie was pretty good. And I went to the movie theaters to see it. Can I recommend it? I could. I would definitely say if you got the money, go see it. It'll be a decent time. If you don't got the money, wait. Save your money and go see Batman. Batman in a couple weeks, right? Matter of fact, Batman is next week if I think about it. What's the day? No, you got 2 weeks for Batman. 2 weeks. So save your money and go see Batman because I think that's gonna be good. Or better yet, wait till the summer and go see Buzz. I think that's gonna be good too. All right, Dave said, I haven't picked up Horizon Forbidden West, but I am trying to beat the first one. See, haha, we on both same page. So I am at level 23 right now. Hopefully, I'll finish the game this time. Yep, I have faith in you. Amiibos are very detailed. I guess I can call them art. Right. I like to pick up Forbidden West, but I really don't want to cut on the PS4. So I'm going to be like Little Dick and save that money. Not Little Dicky. And that song was the jam. Oh man, that's funny. That man, Greta Titus, man, you never cease to amaze me with your with your humor, man. That's funny. Say that, buddy. Oh man, the eShop closer just shows why y'all need physicals. To be honest, I never get why people buy strictly digital when they run the risk of losing their files to it. Also, a shelf with games just look nice. Absolutely. 100% agree with that sentiment. Man, listen, if y'all not reading the comment, I'm gonna put this comment up here. But Gorilla Titans, man, is funny, man. He is so funny, man. He said all I heard was torrent with Batman. Oh man, he said Batman gets no coins, huh? Imagine. See, Norm said this in like his movie voice. He said, "Imagine a world with no console exclusives." Yeah, it will be crazy. Miss Creation, what's going on? She said, "Hey, Gaming Dad, did you play Pokemon Legends yet?" This is Courtney, by the way. Courtney, change your name. Oh, is that your Twitch name? Courtney, let me get you on the board. And Courtney, shh. I have not played it yet. Don't tell anyone. But you know what? But I will tell you, I am playing it this week. I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't have to go to work. All I have to do is take my daughter to practice. That's it. I'm sitting here typing on the wheel. I'll put hi Gaming Dad. That is bad. But let me get you on the board. But I like your name. All right. No, I have not played it yet, but I'm telling you, it's gonna happen this week. I think that's the game I'm gonna play this week. I'm gonna try to finish Horizon. That's my plan. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna play some tonight. I might. My wife might call me out of bed though. She good for that. She might be like, nah, you stream tonight. You bring yourself to bed. I'm like, yes, ma'am. Quake says, I haven't finished Horizon Zero Dawn yet. I've only gotten off the planet. I know. Listen, see, after reading you guys' comments, I know I should have waited. I should have said, you know what, Dave? Let's not buy it yet. Let's wait for a sale and finish the first Horizon. I know, man. So many games to finish. SOC said with digital streaming, when they shut down the servers, you lose the game. Stadia is doomed to go down soon. And CMG won't be happy, but I'm sure he can buy the games physically with the Google check. Oh man, that's so funny. It said, I didn't even toss a coin to the Witcher. Hold up, man. The Witcher was good. I love The Witcher. I even rebought it again on my Steam Deck. I pirate that along with the newest Spider-Man film. Oh, you talking about the series Witcher? You know, I need to watch the second season. The first season was good. Courtney, okay, Courtney got me. See, I'm glad I didn't switch off yet and put Courtney on the board. All right, Courtney's on the board. She said, when you get a Steam Deck, are you going to do any emulation? I think I am. I seen somebody had a story about that day. I think it was Spawnwave. About how Dolphin posted the emulation running. It really was like it wasn't really. They didn't post any live footage of it running on the Steam Deck. They just posted a picture, and so because you know it is some GameCube games that I would love to play that's not on the Switch. Like I would love to play Beautiful Joe. I would love to play that game. I just love that game. To have that handheld. I mean, it's a bunch of games on the GameCube that I would love to have handheld. You know what? But yes, I probably will do some emulation for sure. I just don't know. It'll be like it's going to have to be games that I know for sure I can't get nowhere else. Good question though. Chris, that's it. He said, I legit out of here living like Lil Dicky. Oh man, Lil Dicky, he funny. All right, let me get back to Men. All right, so let me get back out of here. Nintendo confirms Mario Strikers Battle League is being developed. Okay, we kind of knew that. Next level games. But you know what? I had an article. Where is it at? You know, that's one thing. I really, really hate that I don't have everything updated. Let me see if I can update it again before I move. Let's see. Man, that makes my rump itch. Okay, no, but it's still a story I want to say. Mario Strikers Battle League file size estimated to be 3 gigs. That's crazy. Now, see, I'm still buying it physically. Because I believe, like, even if it's 3 gigs, this would be the kicker. If it's 3 gigs and then day one you get like another 3 gig patch, that right there would make me really, really mad in Nintendo. But if the whole game's on the cartridge for 3 gigs with no first day patch, I'm with that. I can deal with that. That's one thing about, you know, having games and having this ability to put patches on there. But you know, in essence, you still don't get the full game. You know, I remember back in the day, you know, when that game was done, it was done. So if it had a glitch in that bad boy, oh well, ain't no fixing it. You got to deal with that glitch. But 3 gigs, man, is wonderful. That's a wonderful size. You know what? I mean, it kind of almost make it kind of tempting to buy it digital at 3 gigs because, you know, it's not going to take up that much space. It's going to be on your system. But I'm definitely buying this physical. This is one of those games that's a no-brainer. I hope they do a play test for it because I would love to be able to play it beforehand. Definitely. This game right here is going to spend a lot of time being played on my Switch. And this is one of the things that's like, hey, you know what? Yeah, a Steam Deck is coming eventually. But this game right here? Oh, buddy. I cannot wait. Guerrilla Tactics, man. Have you got your email yet for your Steam Deck? Just ask. Norm says, am I the only one still stuck on Cuphead, by the way? The TV show of Cuphead is good. It is real good. It is real. It is like I think it's like the second or third episode. Man, it was so funny. Oh, it was so funny. Definitely, definitely. If you need something to watch, man, go watch Cuphead. Oh man, I go watch Cuphead. Super, super good. Super. I can highly recommend it. The first episode was but I think it's the second or third episode. I was like, golly, this is funny. Yeah, so no, you're not the only one that has not beat Cuphead. I'm close though. I probably need to go ahead and knock that out too. But Cuphead, that game, man, it'll make you mad. It'll make you want to punch something really, really hard. Like it was one of those games where I couldn't let my son play. I know he rages. I'm like, dog, you can't play that. That game is off limits. Said my new game of the week on Steam, American Truck Simulation. Who knew driving trucks was so fun? Now my dog's barking. Boy, listen, it must be my night. I hope you guys don't hear, but my dog's is barking for real. Like he ready to go eat somebody. I know Eternal Darkness needs to come over to the Switch and other platforms. Yeah, listen, to me, even if it kind of like trickled off to on Game Pass, or I'll be completely on board with that, because it was a good game. Steve M says there is a place that has all the 3DS eShop and Virtual Console games for free. If you aren't afraid to live like Jack Sparrow's life. Ooh-wee. Now remember, listen, them ninjas is out there. Dumb ninjas is out there. They're sending people to jail for years. Do you risk it? Don't worry, Steve. I won't tell nobody else that you posted that online. 90s, what's up, my guy? 90s Misfit in the building. Let me get you on the board, my guy. All right, all right. 90s, man, what you been playing lately? All right, let's see what else. All right. So your boy played MLB The Show also this weekend. So MLB The Show 22 Tech Test out now on Switch, and here how you can access it. I'm not going to talk about none of that. I don't want to talk to you about my experience of playing MLB The Show, and I didn't play it in handheld yet. I'm probably going to record footage of that sooner than later, but I played it on my TV, and it was decent. It got some frame rate issues. It has some I haven't mastered the pitching yet. So the pitching is still hit or miss with those mechanics. But I would tell you, if you play RBI baseball 22, it is 100 times better than that game. I would tell you, if you see RBI 22, run away from that game. It is terrible. It's broken. I don't even know if they updated it yet, but it was terrible. Oh man, that game would get a 1. Matter of fact, that game is on the same level as it's not as bad as that, but it's close to being as worse as WWE 2018. But this was, I enjoyed my experience. Like, if you're looking for a competitive enough baseball game, is close. They still got some work to do, though. They got some work to do. The pitching, though, it's like my issue is like, and maybe it might be an operator error. Maybe it's just me, but I haven't conquered the pitching yet. But it's definitely as rough as we've seen it on the direct. It's definitely as rough as that. So I don't know. It's still buyer beware right now. I don't know about digging into the show, but it was decent. Definitely the better, probably the best baseball game we got on the Switch. But I don't know if that's saying anything. Steve M says, I'm disappointed yet again with Atlas for not announcing Soul Hackers 2 for the Switch. I refuse to buy it now, but we'll play it when it comes to Game Pass. Yeah. Another game. This got to count as this. We do not condone privacy, Steve. Steve says, seeing Darksiders coming to the Switch in the new fighting collection makes up for Atlas disappointment. Absolutely. Absolutely. When I seen Darksiders come across that, I was like, all right. My question is going to be is how expensive is this collection? Because that collection, even with all them games, to me, this still doesn't smell like $60. That game is going to be a classic Mario Striker. Yeah, I can't, cause you know that the online play. That's one thing I said. The online play, man, of that game and the ability to create groups and clubs. Oh man, it really sets it apart, especially for those who want to stream it. It just makes it extra easy. And you know what? I like it because you know what? If I'm playing with cause my son stays in, he lives in Michigan, and so if we want to get together with me and all his brothers and sisters, we all can get together and play. So it's a win-win. Geek said, I buy all my Mario games physically. Absolutely, yeah. I'm trying to think. I think I bought Smash Brothers digitally, but went back and bought it physically. I think I might own 2 copies. It's either that or Mario Kart because I wanted it early. Yes, it's paid off and shipping on the 28th. Ooh. God almighty. So Guerrilla Tactics, man. So yeah, I hear this right now. Guerrilla Tactics, it says, is shipping on the 28th. So not next week, but that following week, Guerrilla Tactics is going to give us his lowdown on his experience with the Steamdeck. Can we get a confirmation on that, Guerrilla Tactics? God almighty, 28th. I'm so jelly. And the bad part about it for me, it's like I'm not going to even get it to like Q2. So you know what, Guerrilla Tactics, good question. So you was originally Q1, wasn't you? Yeah, answer that question. Yeah, I think you was originally Q1. So that means if you got yours, if yours getting shipped out on the 28th, then it's a good chance mine will come sooner than later. Steve said, I don't condone piracy for games that are still being sold. But when that eShop gets shut off and there's no way to buy those digital only games, they're not ported to the Switch. Well, you got to do what you got to do. Stay true. Thug life. Y'all know the rules. Got to do what you got to do. I need the thug life meme for Steve M. CMG says, and that Cap fighting, look at me. And that Capcom fighting connection. Oh, man. Yeah, listen. Yeah, without a doubt. Victor says, has anyone played that game Ukulele? I did not play the original. The 3D original. I didn't play the original Ukulele, but I did play the 2D version, Ukulele and the Impossible Liar. That was great. That was a great 2D platformer. Great. Highly recommend it. CMG said a little bit, Victor. Sad because I ain't got Steamdeck. Oh, you got your email, Steamdeck email yet? Listen, man. Hey, but I'm Q2. So I'm waiting. I'm wondering. I wonder, do I get to pay it off now or do I have to wait? Either way it go, I've been looking for the email and I have not got one. I've been checking, like just in case they say, you know what, we made some extras, Dave. Here it is. That's what I'm hoping for someone to say. Nora said Nintendo ninjas can't find you if you have 8 VPNs. Oh man, you know what? Listen, you know what? I need a good free VPN. I don't feel like paying for it. Like I want to get one, but I don't want to pay for it. Now, see, if I was on Android, you know, it's some good free ones on Android, but not for iOS. Okay, so good. So you was Q1. Okay, so there's a very good chance if you're Q1 and you getting yours now, then maybe by May, oh, that would be so dope. Maybe by May, that bad boy can come down like Christmas time. Choo choo! I'll be so happy. The Capcom Fighting Collection is going to be $40. Okay, see that, there it is. That's the sweet spot right there. $40, you got me. Anything, if it was more, if it was 50, I'd be 60. I'd be like, nope. I'll wait for that bad boy to go on sale. Even at $40, I might say, I want to play Darksiders, but there's so many other games to play. If there was like nothing else to play, I'll probably be like, yep, no questions. But with so many games to play, I don't know. I don't know. No, I'm talking about Bruno. No. Sure, as soon as I get it and play around with it, I'll let you know what I think about it. All right. My biggest question is I got 2 questions for you, Greta Tactus, that I would love for you to answer. The first question is, how fast is the SSD? Matter of fact, which version did you get? Did you get the $400 one, or you get the one of the 2 higher version? Matter of fact, I got 3 questions. 3 questions I would love to have answered. No, I got a 4th question. 4. I got 4 questions I would love for you to answer. The first question is, if you don't have Madden, if you have Madden, how do Madden play on that bad boy? That's a possible question. Second question is, I would like to know how fast do the games load off the SSD? So I got the one with the smaller SSD. Okay, good. So I would like to know how fast a game load with the SSD. If you can also load that game off of a micro SD card and see is there a noticeable difference? Okay, so 3, and play a game that's really give me an example of what you would consider a high demanding game. I would say something like, Star Wars or something like that. And how long that battery life is. I'd like to know that question. I know that last one was kind of, it's a little time consuming, but any sports game you play on that bad boy and the how fast they load, that's to me that is the issue. That's the one issue I still have with my Switch. It's like some games, man, it's just they load. It's like, oh, I hate that wait time for games to load. I hate it. Steve M says, I'm interested in how the Steamdeck is to hold and use. I find the PS5 controller painful to hold and play with for more than a short game session. Economics is even more important for a handheld. Agreed. So I guess another question that I would love to have answered, I think Steven kind of hit on it. How does it play in bed? Like, laying on your back, if the system's so heavy, like, oh my goodness, my wrist. Or can you turn to the side and still get your play on? And I mean, it's so much because that system is big. It's going to be, how does it fit into my everyday life? One thing I love about the Switch, though, even with a Dolby controller hooked onto it, I have a great time with it. And that's the key. I just want to have a great time. It's some games. I'm really looking forward to playing Madden on there. I'm really looking forward. And you know what? And I'm hoping this year Madden comes to the Switch, because at the end of the day, I like my Switch. I do. I like the battery life, especially this OLED version. I like the battery life. I like the screen. So I like the brightness of the screen, or how the screen look. But the Steam Deck is going to be attractive because of that SSD. I'll be trying Horizon Zero Dawn on the Steam Deck, and I'll be sure to test out Madden for you. Ah, my guy, Gorilla Tactics, man. Merry Christmas to you. What's going on? Meager Gaming is in the building. Say, hey, all. I'm going to be in and out tonight, but wanted to say, let's pop it and say hey. Let's pop in and say hey. Oh, what's going on? Good. I'm glad you in and get you on the board. By you popping in, you on the board, sir. Don't forget, man, before you pop back out, hit that like button for your boy. Appreciate you. Tell your mom we said what up, though. He's like, what is what up, though? It's a people that's from Michigan. Well, it's really people from Detroit. That's what we say. We say what up, though. All right. Let's get back. Well, I would tell you, we went off a little tangent. So you know what? Listen, before we even move from this article here, since we're currently on the Steam Deck, and so the question tonight that I posed for the Steam Deck, it was that, what would the Steam Deck need for it to be successful? The second question is, what is going to be the life cycle of the Steam Deck? Do this current Steam Deck last 4 years? Or is it 3 years? Or will we get a new iteration in 2 years with better specs? Or do you believe? Well, I don't know. I can't really ask. I'm not going to answer that question. I was going to ask, like, hey, can they update the parts? I don't know. However, the two questions right now that's posed to everybody in the chat is, one, what would the Steam Deck need to be sell? How many units would they need to sell for it to be like a success? The second one would be, what kind of life cycle is this thing going to give? Vic says, all it needs is a better battery life. Can you plug it into a monitor? Yes, you can, but not right out of the box. You have to buy like it has like a dock like the Switch. But yes, you can. That's to me, that is going to be the most it's going to be one of the most enticing features for me, is because I want to buy a monitor to go with it so I can play games, like I do on the TV. To me, I would buy probably a high definition monitor to kind of go with that bad boy eventually. But yeah, that's a great question that I have, Vic. Like, you know what? If it gets a better battery in that bad boy, it's gonna be special. I think that's to me, from an outsider looking into it, like the only thing that's really holding it back to me is that battery. If they'd have said, well, you know what, they give a really bland assessment, because depending on the game, man, I want to know, like, to me, we knew what, like, if the game was really high and demanding, it was going to be 3 hours. You kind of knew, and you can deal with 3 hours. 2 hours, man, that's so. As we look forward to different screen tests and people trying out the Steam Deck, the battery life test is going to be the one, to me, is going to be most interesting for me to kind of like keep my eyeball on. Like, how long does this thing last? What games, if I'm playing, it's going to, make the system melt. Current Steam Deck won't last more than a couple years. There will be better SoC, more powerful, efficient thrust butter battery life. I could see a new model by 2025. I agree with that assessment. Totally. for a couple reasons. For people who say that the Steam Deck is not in competition with the Switch, I think they're wrong. Best believe when Valve started to create the Steam Deck, you can't tell me that they was not looking at the success of the Nintendo Switch. You cannot tell me they was not like, And you know what? A lot of these indie developers who put their games on the on Steam was also putting their games on the Switch. And you know what? Steam, some of them kind of sales was going away from Steam because people was like, well, why buy it on Steam when I can play it portably? So yes, I will continue to say that the Steam Deck is in direct competition with the Switch, even though it's a different ecosystem, even though they play different games and they serve a different community. But best believe hardware sales, they are in competition with the Nintendo Switch. Because best believe all those indie games is coming over to the Switch too, so that makes them competitive. So yes, they was definitely looking at that Switch like we can do something that's probably quite good and can probably sell. So I'm going to answer the question. I said this here. The current Steam Deck will last before there's an announcement of a new one. Announcement of a new Steam Deck will come in 2024, probably released in 2025. Because I think that's going to be around the same time as whatever Switch is going to drop. Whatever they're going to do is going to be around the same time. Because competition breeds, competition. I love it. For it to be a success, I think it needs to sell more than 3 million units. I think if the Steam Deck sells more than 3 million, because I'm gonna give it 3 million. And matter of fact, it has if they sell more than 3 million the first year, not overall sales. I think within the first year, if it sells more than 3 million, they're gonna have them a hit. They're going to, because what supports them is what makes the Steam Deck. Another reason why it makes it such a great pickup is the fact that they have such a library. You're gonna have thousands of games you can play off the muscle day one. That, you know what? If the games are compatible, that's another question. If the games are compatible, buddy, woo-wee. If they mess around and make Game Pass available, I mean like an app within the Linux store, it's one of them things, where it's kind of native, where people don't gotta completely tear down the system and put Windows, because the average consumer is not going to do that. But they make it easy to do, like a app that says Game Pass. I can click on and get to my Game Pass. Then it's going to be a different issue. And then before you know it, Xbox will be next in line. Could you imagine? I know I'm on a tangent, but could you imagine Microsoft saying, you know what? We're going to create our own portable Game Pass. You can download the game. You can take the game anywhere you want to. If you want to update that game or download your next game, you got to be connected to Wi-Fi. But once you download the game is on there. You can take it with you. Now that would be something. That would be something, buddy. Ooh, so I'm telling you, that's why I love the fact that the Steam Deck is coming, because I think it's just the beginning. Greta Tactics said, ask for what it needs to be successful. I think if it even have, the pre-orders stick, okay, it probably is successful. I bet already it's got 500,000 pre-orders, if not more. Agreed. I think on the pre-order front, I think you are, once again, I think you hit it on the nail on the head. To be honest, I think it's more than that. I think it's more than 500,000. I'm pushing more. I'm gonna say close to 1 million. That has pre-ordered it already. And like you said before, if they stick, if they get 750,000 to 1 million pre-orders sold within this first year. I mean, what did I say first year? I'm gonna say within their first 2 windows, right? Their Q1 and Q2. Then it's a success. Yeah, then it's going to be a success that people are going to be talking about. I think the only thing that hurts them is that if games aren't compatible and if games have issues running, like certain key games has issues running. Because right now, like, I don't think Call it. Oh, let me tell you about it. I'm not gonna say Call it, but I know Battlefield can't run yet. But Battlefield is Battlefield. So it's going to be very interesting to see what games can be played, which games can play, and how do they market that. What's going on, Emmanuel? How you doing, buddy? I'm gonna get to your comment in a hot second. Grid Attack says Steam can take a loss on the hardware, but they don't even need people to buy a Steam Deck to make it back on the software side. Correct. Because think about people like me who didn't even have a Steam account, got a Steam account, and started buying Steam games. It's like, okay, these sales is good. So I know just from the announcement they've made money. Now, how they track that money, I don't know. But still, they have made money. But I think them taking a hit on the hardware was smart because they're going to get more people into that ecosystem than ever before. And the question is going to be how many. These are numbers. If I was an investor, I would want to know how many new Steam accounts were created after the announcement of the Steam Deck. And that will be that to me, that will speak volumes into the direction and how popular the Steam Deck really is. What's going on, Emmanuel? You gotta give Emmanuel some love. Let me put you on the board, Emmanuel. How you doing? Let me get you on the board. Emmanuel, I don't know if you know or not, I give out a free Nintendo eShop card every Monday night. And by you chiming in this evening and saying holla, you have made it available for you to get on the board. And you'll have an opportunity. And at the end of the stream, we do a giveaway with this wheel here. We do a process of elimination. We just kind of spin the wheel until there's one winner left. And that winner will get the eShop card. How you retrieve it is that all you have to do is follow me on Twitter at gaming_dad3 or on Instagram at gamingdad3, even on TikTok at gamingdad0, and you will have an opportunity. I'm having issues typing. You have and that's how I would deliver that code to you. So, good luck tonight. Hope you hang around and get it in like Flynn. Let me get out of here. All right, so Miguel Griff said they are using Proton to allow the Windows program to function without having to tweak things. I did hear that today. Okay, but I'm continuing. So things like Blizzard, Epic Games, and Game Pass are supposed to function on it. The key in that is going to be the ease of it. If Proton is makes it just easier to be able to access, because I'm thinking from the mindset of the average consumer who probably want the thing to come out of the box and be able to run and play. That's one thing that Nintendo would have up on the Steam Deck is the usability and how easy it is for it to get in and play. So if it's just that easy to get in and play, especially with Game Pass, buddy, this now it has made the Steam Deck even more valuable. The key is I want to be able to download the game to the system. If I gotta play it, like the cloud, then I'm like, then that's gonna suck. But if I can download my Game Pass games to it, that listen, then it's wonderful. Then Greta Tata says, I think the Steam Deck will hit 1 million in the first year, provide there are no more delays in future quarters. Steam Deck isn't mainstream enough like Switch to sell millions out the gate. Agreed. And so but I think what it would tell. Let's say, for instance, I think I said 3 million, but I think really 2 million. To be truly honest, if they were to sell 2 million in the first year, let's say, for instance, from this time February to next year February, if they sell 2 million within that time span, that to me is an overall success. 1 million is a 1 million. I guarantee there will be another model of it. 2 million would, it would be really, really talked about on a lot of different avenues if it sells 2 million. You can probably foresee the Steam Deck might have some issues like how we look at it with the PS5 and catching a Switch OLED in stores. It's going to have issues where I don't even think that the Steam Deck could ever come to retail mortar stores. I mean, brick and mortar stores. I don't think it makes it to a Best Buy or a GameStop. But the minute it does, then I think that's when the tables might turn. But and that's, matter of fact, that's probably another reason why it's being held back. It might not make that 2 million mark because the only place you get it from is from Steam. You got to have a Steam account. Yeah, see, you know what? Listen, I think I think their best move after the fact is to start selling them bad boys in store. That's gonna be crazy. I mean, this thinking about that, it's like, you know what? Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be. I'm just glad I got on the pre-order list. I'm glad I got on. Steve Deck already beating television. Man, I'm not even gonna talk about that system. Best believe, I'm gonna give it a year. A year from now, people are gonna be suing television. Whatever happened to the KFC console? Yes, right. Was that just a confirmed to be a joke? You know what? I don't know. I do remember it for a hot second, and I ain't hear nothing else about it. I want to see what the Steam Deck is going to do. I think when the Switch came out, I had people to say the same thing. Man, I just don't know. It looks a little gimmicky. I knew when they first announced, I said, "Oh, this is gonna be it." As soon as Nintendo announced that their 3DS division and home console division was coming together, I knew it then. I said, "Oh, buddy, this is gonna be something special." I can say that about the Steam Deck, man. It's because it's such for a minute it was such a big push for PC gaming. You know what? Like, I still haven't bought a PC and probably not gonna buy a PC. But if I get a Steam Deck, that's gonna be my PC. That, like, I might rebuy or upgrade to the next Steam Deck, but to buy a brand new PC, nah, I just roll with my Macs. CMG, I can see it being a niche PC culture type device, similar to the PSVR for PlayStation. It's going to be a hard to convince a console gamer to drop $700 on a handheld. It is. Listen, you are correct. Especially if a Nintendo successor can come close. They don't need to even be like dead even with a Steam Deck, but if they can come close on the handheld market, listen, it's gonna be like I said, it's gonna be a hard sell. It's like, hey, you know what? Nintendo could always say, well, you know what, you can't play Mario. But that Steam Deck to me as a gamer is enticing because hey, it's certain games that I can't play on my Switch that I want to play in handheld, and I know even though I can play 2K, but I can't. Can I play 2K at 60 frames per second? Oh. Can I play Madden? No. Star Wars? No. I can play Lego Star Wars, but not the Fallen Jedi. So it's crazy. Yep, yeah, that's a very good statement. What are the chances we get the PS2 Spider-Man games through backwards compatibility on the PS5? You know what? That's a good question because you know what? That whole comment of backwards compatibility on your PS5, remember it was a hot topic for a hot minute, and then it kind of just vanished into thin air. Like you just kind of didn't hear nothing else about it. And I believe somewhere around the time where E3 was supposed to be, we're going to hear something about this backwards compatibility. And I think it's very likely because Sony owns the license to Spider-Man that those games get kind of released. And it would be games that I would want to replay because they were good games. Especially they can optimize them to be able to take a little advantage of the hard drive. So to me, I think it's a good chance, especially if they announce some form of system for backwards compatibility. If they announce it, then yeah, it's a good chance that we can get Spider-Man. That's a good question. Like I'm looking at a Steam Deck as a companion piece to my PC. If I wasn't a PC gamer, I probably wouldn't get one. I already in the culture though, with over God almighty 1,000 games to play. Yeah, I mean that's what makes the Steam Deck so enticing, is that it gives people who wasn't in the culture, who are not PC gamers, an opportunity to play games that's offered on PC. Best believe, I know I'm not the only console gamer who hasn't glanced at a Steam sale and say, damn, can we get them kind of deals? And to me, that's enticing. They be able to get games that cheap, and you know what? And have that bad boy on the go. And you know what? I'll get the dock, put it on the dock. Now I'm playing it on my TV. It's a win-win, man. It's like it gives gamers quite a few options. That's the key. I think at the end of the day, that's another thing that can entice me. It just gives me another option to say, you know what, Red Dead might cost you this price on that one and that one, but I can get Red Dead for $20 here. Well, let me give it to me. I get tired of my kids in my classroom, but like, I should forget that, Mr. Reed. I'm gonna wait for the Steam sale to come out and I'll buy it on Steam. And you know what? I was like, dang, I got the whole Witcher series for $11, but you know what? That whole Witcher for the Switch is still like almost $50. I noticed my green skin, the can is green. But if you get a chance, if you like ginger ale, Canada Dry ginger ale with lemonade is delicious and nutritious. But it's super good. So I highly recommend it. That's been our drink the last 6 months. Me. Wife, I want to buy a gaming PC. Wife, great. Where are you going to put it in our limited space? Me. Browse Steam Deck. Right. It kind of like, it kills two birds with one stone. Oh, man. My doctor said he pre-ordered a Steam Deck, but it won't come until next year. He's a gamer that has a lot of Steam and humble bundle games. Golly. Yeah, next year that will be tough. I looked at my pre-order that day, it still said Q2. So, I just wonder when Q2 gonna start delivering. If I just hope it's like May, June. That would be great. That would be perfect if it comes this summer. Perfect. Steve M said with Sony and Xbox games on Steam and PC playable on the Steam Deck, it's like having a new PSP or Vita. God almighty. Listen, Guerrilla Tactics said it best. Like, you know what? I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn on it. I would like to see how, like, God of War. I want to see how God of War plays on it. It's like it's so many games that I want to see play on it. That's why I really wish I could have got one. I wish I could have got a Q1 Steam Deck because so many games that I'm itching to play right now on that system. But yeah, you're right. Like having a new PSP or a Vita. Matter of fact, isn't Uncharted? Is the Uncharted collection on PC? Or is that the Uncharted something Thieves? I think like Uncharted 4. But I hope the collection is on PC. The collection is on PC. That's probably be another one I'd probably definitely pick up. All right. Boy, we've been kicking it. Boom, 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 boom. Listen, I'll pick this story, but man, do I really care? I don't care about this story. If you all I think you got is a light, well, you know what? You had every opportunity to get you a regular Switch. I don't feel sorry for you. You can't play. Oh man, this got to be sad. But you know what? I think you can play. But why would you want to play on that small screen? Another good question when it comes to Nintendo Sports, Nintendo Switch Sports. I'll get the name eventually, but I should have took an opportunity to play that bad boy in tabletop mode. I bet you tabletop mode is going to be serviceable. I think with that screen, especially like bowling, I think bowling is going to be very serviceable on tabletop. That's going to be dope. Now I don't know about tennis. Tennis might be, but bowling anywhere that's going to be the one. That is going to be it. Okay, good. See, my guy, man. Uncharted Collection is coming, but no date announced yet. Yeah. That's going to be one that, without a doubt, I really hope they don't try to stick it to him. I have to pay like $60. But if it's like $40, see, that'll be another I pick up. To have all the Uncharted on handheld mode, Sony gonna be kicking himself. That's what's going to. I'm telling you, the Steam Deck is going to light a fire. You watch. I'm telling you, mark my words. The Steam Deck is going to light a fire under Xbox and under Sony. That you know what? They're going to see how many people out here playing their games on this portable system, and they're going to say, man, we got to get back into this. To me, after watching Nintendo just flat out just dominate the handheld market, you know what? They can produce a system that will be great, a great companion with their current system. They can, in theory, especially Sony. You tell me, listen, I'm talking to everybody here. Sony could not make a portable PS4. Now, what you think about that? A portable PS4 would be crazy dope, and I would buy it. Let me play. It, you know what? It would also force me. I would, because you know, I think about like the PSP Go, phenomenal system, loved it. But I would, if I had a portable digital, it could be digital PS4. What Sony could do is, like, if you get the game on a disc, will unlock a code to be able to play that same game on your handheld. They will sell so many units. So many units, man. Oh man, so many units. And then they can take PS5 games and downscale them so they can play on the PS. So they don't want to play. They don't want to make no money. They scared. They scared the big end. They shouldn't be. It's not something I personally care about, but Nintendo releases games that don't work on certain systems they're marketing as their current gen systems could be an issue. Yeah, you know what? Because you know what, when people bought Mario Party, they were kind of, especially not the current Superstars Mario Party, but the one before that, and we sold millions of units, like over. I think it was over 13 million units. Like, I look at it, of that Mario Party, and so, but some of the mini games, even though the games played on the Switch Lite, but some of the mini games within the games didn't play, and so now you got a whole game that's like, you know what, that really can't play. I mean, you can play it with extra Joy-Cons, but you really can't get into it. So those who don't have a regular Switch, they're gonna run into this problem. Yikes, but I would want to play that one on the TV anyway. Yeah, agreed. Like, so I was saying this earlier, that if you look at it, the Switch Lite, which has a 7-inch screen, I don't know if I want to play tennis on it, but definitely bowling would work portably. But it wouldn't work. I don't think none of them games would really work on the Lite. Maybe like the sword game might work on the Lite. Like, to be able to, if you had two Joy-Cons and you linked them to your Switch, you could in theory play it on there, but I don't know. Crazy to think about. Let's be real though. If all these companies make their own handhelds, not everyone is like us, willing to buy all of them. Most people would just pick one or two tops. Agreed. I totally agree. Now, let me ask you a question. If the Steam Deck and, let's say, a true PlayStation 4 portable was coming, which one would you really pick? I guess, you know, that's a hard question to ask, because, you know, it would kind of depend on the specs of this PS4 portable. But if I could play all my PS4 games, including Madden, and you know what, and the games can run, let's say, close to, they're gonna be 4K. It'll be 1080p for all I care about, but 60 frames per second. I'm not picking up a Steam Deck because I'm a console guy. And you know what? It's a good chance it can be some more PS4 games getting made. I just think, man, Sony is missing out. But I still think, man, listen, they gotta be looking at this like, you know what? They're gonna watch more and more videos of people playing their PS4 games on these handhelds and be like, man, I gotta do something. Like, Xbox is gonna start seeing people out here playing these Game Pass games on this handheld device, and they gotta be saying like, you know what, we can make our own handheld that would probably sell. The only thing wrong with xCloud is that, you know what, I kind of want some tangible controls. But man, if I can get that bad boy download to my system, I don't have to worry about no internet connection. Voodoo. Grid Tactic says, I can see the Lite being one of the highest selling models, and the Wii Sports not working on it. Not working is just not a good look. Overall, it's not. It's not a good look. That's the reason why, I wonder will Nintendo just say, hey, you know, this game is not supported by the Wii. If they do it that way, when they just kind of like not support it, that's gonna be one thing. But if they They still allow the game to be played. They might sometimes say, "Hey, you need some Joy-Cons connected to play." I'm not looking at that small screen though. Trying to play, especially not tennis, because tennis is my jam. But I'm not trying to do that. But yeah, I agree. Once again, a great statement. I agree with it totally. What's your opinion on Nintendo not wanting to preserve their older games? Great question. Something I'll say we're gonna talk about later on tonight. But we're gonna get into it right now. I think it's like a slap in the face to those who have supported their company over a long time. I think Nintendo is more focusing on the financial future gains compared to, you know what, you and your ownership of their properties. You know what, if you decide to pirate them, they're gonna try to send you to jail. But they won't give you an option to purchase games from back in the day. You know what? People are willing to pay for that, for those kind of options. And Nintendo's not offering those options. So it forced people like myself and Guerrilla Tactics and Steve M to hit that torrent button and download games that are not being offered to us anymore. Nintendo, I think, they're not looking with hindsight on this one here. I think they had a good idea to have like the virtual console on both the Wii and the Wii U. I thought those were great options. It gave you more options than what was being offered. And I think as a gamer, I like options. But I don't know about this generation. Why Nintendo decided just to go so hardcore and not to say, you know what, for the foreseeable future, you know, we're trying to close things down. Like they losing tons of money having them servers open. I don't think they losing that much money because probably not many people is probably playing these games on them servers. But I would at least like to have the right, and I bet money it's not costing them tons of money to hold and host these sites for these other systems to be able to buy and download old games. I don't know. Maybe it's a money push. You know what? Maybe they're trying to force people to say, you know what, we're closing, so you better buy up all these games while you can. And so you go and you spend all your money, you buy up all these games, and then you know what? Nintendo comes out there, hand over fist. You know what? It probably made them a cool $100 million just by making that statement. The value of the company probably went up a couple of shares for sure because of that announcement. Because they know more money is going to come into the system because people are going to be trying to buy what they can for those 13 million people who own Wii Sports. Or Wii U, excuse me. So, yeah, I'm not too happy with their decision and their stance on it. I think there's a better way. And maybe that way is coming. I don't know. But as it stands right now, I'm like, man, it's like, you know what? I really got to think, is there some games I really need to own on my Wii U? And to me, for me as a gamer, that's the issue. It's like, is there really a lot of games on my Wii U that I haven't owned yet that I really need to buy? Is there some games on my Wii U that from the virtual console era that I want to play on my Wii U? I don't. I prefer to play it on my Switch because it's portable. I can take it anywhere. So, but if you want the game to be able to have options, options to that game, you need to go this direction. Wind Waker, one of my favorite Zeldas. One of the reasons why I still have my Wii U is because of that game. It's digital on my Wii U. Now, Vic's wife Courtney asked earlier, like, hey, you know what? Are you going to use any form of emulation on your Steam Deck? And yeah, because I probably will emulate Wind Waker on my Steam Deck. That's probably gonna be one of my issues. It's like until Nintendo go ahead and start playing and release this, so I can buy it on my Switch, I probably will try it out on my Steam Deck because they're the only options I have right now. Well, so great question, Vic. Nintendo just really took I felt like we got a corporate stance on that issue, not a stand that really stood for gamers, you know. Steam Deck, because Sony is bringing a good portion of the games on PC, and there doesn't appear to be an end in sight. Every game on PC has sold good. Yep. Agreed. But best believe, and this is my issue. You know, companies, man, they are greedy. They're gonna find ways. Best believe they're gonna find ways not to pay Steam. It's like, well, if I can make all the money, if I see people that's buying these games from us is like a good portion of them are handheld gamers. Why not? Do I just sit back and if I'm Sony, do I just sit back and let Nintendo just dominate? They got a system that works portably and at home. Do I let them just dominate us like this? Do I let them just sit back and, you know what? Oh, I got another good question. I got another good question. I want y'all to think about it. Because we're going to get ready really soon. Sooner than you think. We're going to be talking about Nintendo's financials again. At the end of, or for the beginning of April, we're going to be talking about Nintendo's financials again. The question is going to be, where's the count going to stand at the end of April? I can say right now, Nintendo's probably what, about 106 maybe? 105, 106 million? Where do they end? Come April, where would they be at? They're going to be like at 106, 107, 108? Crazy. Something to think about. Do you think Nintendo is worried about the Steam Deck? I don't think Nintendo's worried about anybody. However, just like Valve was sitting back from afar looking at Nintendo, do not think Nintendo is not looking at Valve. I'm telling you, competition, if Nintendo is there, they have been smart for a long time. And they walk by their own horn. You know, they do things the way they want to do it. But they ain't stupid. I don't think Nintendo's stupid sitting back like, you know it. We Nintendo, we got all these millions. Nah. Best believe the eyeball is looking over. Okay. Let me see what they're doing. I think the Steam Deck is gonna be good overall for the Switch. I really, really think the Steam Deck is going to be great for the Switch, because the Switch, it just might push the Switch to a position where, you know what, they might have to go a little bit more powerful than they maybe would be considering before. Like remember, like I know y'all heard the stories about how Nintendo at first only wanted to put 2 gigs in there, and then Capcom was like, look, man, we want to put these games in your system. You're going to have to add more RAM. Which forced Nintendo to add another gig of RAM in there. I believe the Steam Deck is going to do the exact same thing to the Switch, because I think the Steam Deck is going to be a valuable enough advice where enough hardcore gamers who buy all the systems are going to say, you know what? Some of these third parties, because I mean, look at it like this here. A lot of us got Switches, but if a lot of us have Steam Decks and you got a game, let's say hypothetically, like we'll take The Witcher, right? If you had an option to get The Witcher on your Steam Deck compared to your Switch, which direction you going with? The Switch version is $40, $40, even $50. I get the whole collection, all the DLC for $11.72 on the Steam Deck. That's gonna play it better. It's a no-brainer. No-brainer. So, yes, Nintendo is looking from afar, like someone looking over the shoulder, like, And I think overall it's going to be good for Nintendo, especially if the Switch Deck come out swinging. If the Switch Deck has enough chips to produce, I say 1 million, Nintendo is gonna look. Would it change anything for Nintendo? Absolutely not. Will Nintendo even address it? I don't think so either. I think that would be a question they probably really dismiss if they was ever asked at a financial meeting. Another good question, Vic, man. I love that question. That being said, I usually in the business of choosing both. Yeah. I'm going to I'm a gamer. You know what? I like games. I like all kind of games. Like all kind of systems. I just that was the one industry that I got married to very young in life and have not let it go. Have not divorced it. So I like a bunch of systems, a bunch of games. Since they have accounts now, they should have ported all their games digitally to the Switch via a virtual console and simply carried the accounts to the future systems. Yeah, in a perfect world, that works. But Nintendo is about making money. And to do that, it's not going to satisfy their stockholders. How many? I can't even tell you how many times I bought Super Mario 64. I bought it on the DS. I bought it on, of course, on the Nintendo 64. I bought it again here on the Switch. I bought it on the Wii. You know it. I've bought it at least 4 or 5 times. Let alone Super Mario Brothers. I probably bought the original Super Mario Brothers on so many different systems. I mean, that's how Nintendo makes money. They makes money reselling you the game you already had because it was such a great game and has so many memories. That's why we keep buying it. I bought the Game & Watch because they had Super Mario Brothers on it. So I was like, hey, if push comes to shove, it all fail, I can get me a quick game, a level or two, in Super Mario Brothers and put it down right there. Boom, no problem. I bought the Zelda Game & Watch for the same reason. And if they have another Game & Watch, I'll probably dig it in again. Like I have to keep up. Let's me. I like Guerrilla Tactics says, like I have to keep my Wii U around to play the Game Boy Advance digital version of Fire Emblem. When I'm 70 and dementia kicks in, I'm not claiming that. I can see playing Game Boy Advance games on my Wii U causing me a panic attack. I'm not gonna claim that. No dementia. All right. Let's dig into another story. Hey, everybody made it a big deal about this here. Of course, I think they're prepping for something. Is it for? I don't know. I doubt it. Could it be this remake? It very well could. Is it a big story like they're making it out to be? It is not. They just changed the banner and everybody wanted to, go crazy. But something's coming. What that is, I don't know. Is it a big deal? Like I said before, it is not. Off to the next one. Let me go. All right, we talked about Min. If you get Pokemon Diamond, has been updated to version 1.20. I'm not going on the patch notes, but that's something you probably would need to know. Detective Pikachu 2 is still in works, apparently. Now, I wonder, is this the movie or the I think this is the movie. Or maybe this is a game. Okay, yes. So they're talking about the video game. Okay, well that's good. My wife said the movie was trash, though. We need to talk about. We don't need to talk about the logo. The logo is a logo. But only thing about it is that Ken looks stupid. Now Ryu looked like he'll beat everybody down. But Ken, listen, look how big Ryu's traps are. Look how big they are. I don't know if you can see this. Look how. Let's see if you can see this on screen. Look how big his traps are. Huge. Then you look at Ken over here with his humongous form. How you gonna be this strong? How these shoulders this big and then your traps be small? Get out of here. I just wanted to talk. I just saw that picture. I was like, man, listen. I can't wait to Kirby come out though. Okay. Quick question. Has anybody picked up any of the Lego sets for Nintendo? If somebody bought me this, I'd be like, oh man, that's cool. But to buy it? Hecky no. I wouldn't buy it to save my life. Like, I'm not paying all that money for a system that don't even work. $200 something. But there's rumors that, hey, you know what? We could be getting more of these types of Nintendo sets. Am I excited? No, I'm not excited. But you might be. CMG said, I am excited about Street Fighter 6. I am too. I like a good fighting game. But you know what? I'll be even more excited if that bad boy comes to the Switch. But I know that bad boy is not. Man worked slowly on arms and skipped shoulders at the gym. He did something, man. Cause I was like, come on, man. Your arms can't be that big, man. Who's your artist, man? Bruh, I'm too damn old for Legos. Right. Like, to me, okay, think about it. If you was a kid and you was playing, this was your thing, you was playing with Lego, you're not looking at this like, ooh, I just really want this Lego set. Man, nah. If I did that, you know what I do? I would like dip it in glue. That's how it would be forever. But $229? Yikes. Crazy. Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue Cloud version. The heart just not in it. Man, I feel sorry for all the dummies who downloaded this and said, ooh. Cause I've seen some YouTubers, some of my friends, who was excited. And I was like, nope, don't do it to yourself. Who was mad after they did it. I said, nope, I'll pass. But I thought this was funny. And because the heart just not in it. It's the truth. It should have been on that's a game without a shadow of a doubt that should have been strictly on the cartridge. He said anyone can enjoy it. Yeah, you can enjoy it, but would you prefer to pay $229 for it? Or buy about 4 or 5 games? You know, like, I just nah. But you're right though. Anybody can enjoy it. Legos. I do play. I used to play Legos all the time, especially when I taught preschool. I think that's the last time I played with some Legos. And you know what? No, tell me about it. My kids, we play Legos too. But for $229, that's a lot of money. When I was a kid, I was too dumb to build something like that. Dang. I can't agree with you on that one. I already had all the Kingdom Hearts games for the PS4 and PC, so I don't need another copy. Agreed. But I know people who was like really like, hey, you know what? I'm picking that up. I was like, absolutely not. I'll pass. 24 best Wii U eShop games you should get before they're gone forever. All right, let's see what they got to say. What games they got on this list? Okay, come on. I'll get to the games. All right, so they said a affordable space adventure. Don't even know what that is. Okay, I don't know none of these games. Neo Assault. Bit Trip presents Runner 2. Okay, that was Year Walk. Okay, all right. See, finally one. NES remix, super good. Super good. So that's one. Yeah, two. No, I'm on no Dungeons and Dragons. Race the Sun. Man, who made this list? Okay, DuckTales. I do. As a matter of fact, I do own DuckTales for the Wii U, but I own the physical version of it. DuckTales was good. Star Fox Guard. I think that game came free with Star Fox Zero. Yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, that's another game that should have been ported over. Is definitely Star Fox Zero. They can fix those controls for sure. Dr. Luigi. Uh, Mario versus Donkey Kong. Uh, Mini Mario Friends Amiibo Challenge. Okay, man, this list was terrible. We had done on this. There wasn't. Listen, I think all the games from the Wii U I probably got that I wanted. Like I own the physical version. Like I even own. I have a unopened sealed copy of Bayonetta for the Wii U. Bayonetta 2 rather. I still have that. It's in the case. I'm probably gonna keep it forever until somebody say, you know what, you can have it for $1,000,000. Sir Dan, dude, what's going on, my guy? I'm glad you made it. Let me get you on the board. You in there? All right. Norm says, Gaming Dad, what's your opinion on the Oculus Quest 2 and would you get one for $300? Oh man, we bought one this Christmas for my youngest son. And I would have to say that I am highly impressed. I love the experience. I've played Resident Evil 4 on it, and it took my body. If you're not used to VR, it took me a minute for my body to get used to it. Because sometimes I kind of had to sit down because I felt myself getting dizzy. But once I got used to it, it was a blast. Oh man, it was a blast, man. So I would tell you, so far at this standpoint, we've had nothing but a great experience with it. To a point where I'm considering buying my own. But I know that they're coming out with a premium headset this year. It's like Oculus Quest 2 Premium, something like that, to kind of go along with their metaverse. But I know that's dropping this year. I'm kind of, I wonder what Sony's going to do. But I like the Oculus because it doesn't have to be tied. Like I let my kids in my classroom on Fridays if all their work is done. I let them on Fridays bring it in, and I let them play in my classroom, and they have a ball, absolute ball with it. So yeah, I think it for $300 is worth it. It gets a high recommendation for me. Beat Saber, oh man, I can tell you at the family, we can play Beat Saber over and over and over again. And you talking about a workout, like no other. Especially, matter of fact, if you're a PC guy, let me tell you, this is the next level. Because I got kids in my classroom, they own it. And what makes it sweet is that they have their PC games that you can play the PC games right off the Oculus as well in VR. So they're able to get that experience through the Oculus Quest 2. So I would definitely highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Yep. But I would definitely say definitely pay attention. Keep your eyeballs out. Oh, F your Blaze is in the play then. How you doing? Grillet says, I am in no rush to buy any of these games. None. Not one. Not one of those games on that list. I was like, I'm past. It was like, matter of fact, Nintendo Life should have their tail whooped. That was a not a good list. He said, sorry, I'm late getting on. We got caught up in the new Ghostbusters movie. Is it good? That's the question. Oh, it was so good. Yes. Yes. How was everyone? Hi, gave me dad. Hope you had a good night. The night has been pretty good so far. I'm so glad I got a good positive opinion about Ghostbusters because that is on my list of things to watch. Now the question was, did you go to the movies to see it, or did you was it on some form of service that you was able to watch or buy? I think I can buy it on Apple, but I don't want to buy it. I just want to watch it. I'm hoping it pops up on one of these streaming, like HBO Max or something like that. That'd be great. But that's good to hear that was good because I saw Uncharted, and Uncharted was pretty good. Oh, matter of fact, let me get you on the board. All right, you on the board. All right. Vic says, Nintendo has a lot of games coming out that we know of. I can't imagine what they have kept secret. Man, listen, you know what, Vic? I think about that also because the fact that I'm looking at, money wise, like, and to me, what else would I want to see? That's the question. What else would I want to see? That's first party. I would love to, I would love for a Zelda to drop and a new 2D Mario to drop. I would love for that to happen. Breath of the Wild will be great for Christmas. With Mario Kart, I think to be honest, the year is pretty stacked. Especially, to me, the only surprise I would want to know is what's going to be the Christmas game. That would be interesting to know. But yeah, man, our pocket's going to be hurting. Like I said before, I would love to see them EA come in, get their head together and say, you know what, Madden's coming. I wish Basil YT was on tonight because I really want to know his opinion on the SEO collection because I know he picked it up. He posted it on my Discord. And so I really want to know his opinion on that. Well, but next story is here's Steamdeck running the GameCube and Wii emulator Dolphin. Okay, so what's exciting, especially if the Wii emulator is any good, some Wii games that I would like to play on the go. I would really, really like to play. A side truck will be on that list. Oh man, God, you know what? I can't remember the game. We talked about it before on the show. The Wii game where it's drawn, it's all in black and white, but the only two colors is black, white, and red, and all the blood is red, but it's pretty much a black and white game. What is the name of that game? Oh, I hate that, but that's another game I would like. I'll figure it out, but that's another game I would like to see from the Wii make its way to the Switch, or to the Steam Deck, I have a shrink wrap version of Devil's Third. The game is a part of the retirement plan. So I need to try Resident Evil 4 VR. It's real good. It's really, really, really good. So you need to get RE7 VR CMG. Listen, I have not played RE7 VR, but for every person that I've known who put that headset on, and the game is already RE7 is already an extra scary game. It is that is a scary game. Or maybe I'm just a punk. I might just be a punk, but that's a scary game. That was a game I was like, time to cut it off. The game is scary when you just hit the power button like boop. I'm done. Let me go upstairs and pray. That's how RE7 was that scary to me. So I have RE7 on Stadia. Game had me jumping like crazy. Yeah, you right. Beat Sabers is one of the best games ever made. That is saying something. I don't know our best game ever made, but man, it's good. For VR, to me, it's the Mario of VR. It's like you get VR, you pick a Beat Saber. That's a must. Dave said, I want an Oculus Quest 2, but I need to get another job first. I've been unemployed for a while. I've chose to, and I'm enjoying my time off. Man, Dave, me and you the same way. I'm gonna explain in a minute. He said, but I can't get games I want unless I start working again. I was working 2 jobs, 2 full-time jobs, but I quit one. And that's why I have to be real selective in the games I buy and the things I purchase, because of the fact that just working one job out, a little extra money I was having before, what I can make them kind of decisions I can't really make right now. And of course, again, it's all by choice. I can start by working again when I want to, but like you, I enjoy not having that extra responsibility. Like I still have a job, and I still have responsibility. I got my kids, things of that nature, but not having that responsibility and having to do a bunch of traveling like I was doing before and spend more time with my children. Like today we went, I got my children together. My daughter had soccer practice, and so after her soccer practice, we all kind of worked out together, and that was fun. Even though, my daughter was, she didn't like it because she was working out after she had practice, but at the end of the day, it's going to work for her. So I totally enjoy it. So I get that. So Caleb bought it on Prime Video, watched it at home, was on sale for $10. Good. It was really good. A must see. All right. Excelente. Love Ghostbusters. Matter of fact, if you want yourself a great Nintendo Switch game, I mean, like underrated, you could probably find it at Walmart for about $20. The Ghostbusters game on the Switch is a phenomenal game. Third person, good story. It has all the original actors in it. Super, super, super good. I can't even. It's so highly recommended. It's one of my favorite games on the Switch, especially if you're a Ghostbusters fan. Especially, you pick that one up. It says, Gaming Dad, 10,000 subscriber, RE. Woo! Listen, guaranteed. I would go for that. Oh man, that would be too funny. That would be too funny. I will set it up too, because I can have one portion being streamed to the TV, and I can have a camera on me watching my every movement. Yeah, that would be funny. That would be funny. But yeah, listen, for anybody, I tell you, great game. Great game. Ghostbusters. I know I've seen it at Walmart for like less than $20. Super good. It catch you off guard. Now, so back to this story here is I'm probably definitely would do some of the emulation. The dolphin emulator sounds really enticing. Once again, it's going to be nice to see other people kind of test these things out and see how those things kind of run on the system before I make my choices. All right. We talked about the Capcom Fighter. Let's get 10 classic fighting games. The only one I'm telling you, Darkstalkers is the only game of this particular collection that I'm like, okay, I really want to buy it just for that collection. Everything else I either have or have had on some other system. So for me, the only reason why I would buy it is because of Darkstalkers. That's it. That's the only game I was like, oh man, that was my jam. All right, we talked about MLB The Show. Some of my stories didn't transfer over like they were supposed to. Like why is not Nintendo Life? Where is my? All right, UK charts Horizon takes over top spot from Pokemon Arceus. Let's see. So the top 10 over in the UK, Pokemon Arceus, of course, is number 2. Was last week number 1. Dying Light slipped to number 3. Mario Kart 8, good old Mario Kart 8, boy, it's still selling like it's fresh water. It's at number 4. And it's beating out FIFA 22 at number 5. Animal Crossing slips into number 6. Call of Duty Vanguard, which is still selling, which is pretty good for Activision, and it's at number 7. Minecraft number 8. Mario Party Superstars at number 9. And last but not least, good old faithful Just Dance 22. Will there be a Just Dance 23? Absolutely. Absolutely. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. I'm trying to find this other article. For those of you who are late coming to the stream, I had everything kind of set up, but okay, this must be it here. But everything didn't populate over like it usually does. Like I can set up all my things on my phone, and I get to my iPad, it kind of just naturally moves over. But today it didn't have that. I've had issues, so I got to go through and find the articles I was digging into. All right, so we're looking at sales in Japan, and of course, at 9 out of the top 10 games over in Japan are Nintendo Switch games, with number 5 being a PS4 game, which is Dying Light 2. So looking at number 1, we have Pokemon, who been out since almost a full month now, and it's approaching 2 million over in Japan. Whew, crazy. It's been out 1 month, and it's almost at 2 million in one region. Mario Kart 8, again, with another 15,000 copies, putting it at 4.5 million. Now, Mario Kart has been out for 5 years, and it's at 4.5 million. Pokemon Arceus has been out for 30 days, and it's at almost 2 million. Sold another 140,000 copies. Mario Party Superstars is still selling another 14, almost 15,000, as it approached 1 million in one region. Super Smash Ultimate still selling at 11,000. Good old Minecraft still in that top. Man, who hasn't owned Minecraft? But it's still selling. Almost another 10,000. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Pearl is slowing up. It's bound to 8,000. Of course, it's going to sell up when Arceus drop. But you know what? Arceus is almost caught Brilliant Diamond and Pearl over in Japan already. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm telling you, listen, this Pokemon Arceus is going to set a new tone. I just wonder how often they're going to revisit this game. That's going to be a good question. Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing still sold 7 million in one region. That's crazy. My Next Life as a Villainous. I never heard of that game before. However, it came in at number 10. Okay, this is a new game. That's why I've heard of it. Let's get on down to the hardware. And the Switch OLED has sold 66,000, which pushed it over. It was already over a million, but it's over almost 1.2 million OLEDs over in Japan. The regular Switch sold another 34,000 as it gets closer to 18 million. Look at the life cycle of the PS4. What's PS4? The PS4 lifetime over in Japan, 7.8 million. It only sold 4 new systems this past week. The Switch has sold over double that amount, and this is almost 2.5 times. Ooh, that's crazy. If you add them all together, say what you got? What 18? Well, that's 19 Switch lights. So you're looking at about 23, 24 million units in one region. That's saying something. Jaws movie sound will be a good sound for the channel. I might have to test it, because you know what? Every time I had a sound. I had Queen, Another One Bites the Dust. Doom, doom, doom. And I just had a small smidget of it, and it was too loud. They copyrighted me. They was like, nope. They had to pull my little. They didn't try to pull the channel down, but they copyrighted my video, so I couldn't do nothing with it, but just let it sit on the channel. So I had to take that one down. So Jaws would be a good one. I mean, Jaws would be a great one. He said, tee-hee. It says, Grid Tactics 2 and 3DS still selling. Greatest console ever made. Let's see how much new 2DS LL sold 360. That's crazy. You know what? That was a great system. I really like. I have an XL, but I bought my son a hold on. Which one did I buy him? Okay. Now I bought my son like this right here for the 3DS. This is a great little system. I mean, this is like. Let me see. I probably have to charge it. But this is a great little system. I mean, just kind of have and play. It's right in your hand. You're done. Fold it up. Put it in your pocket, man. You're going to go. This is great, man. That's why I love small handhelds. But I like my Switch. I like my Switch Lite, too. Let me take it back. Switch Lite is a great system. I just wish they had an OLED screen. I'm trying to see. I hate that my stuff didn't load up correctly, because all this stuff was put to the side. Now it's like, you know what? None of the stuff I had set up is there. Is anybody picking up? Oh, matter of fact, this is a good question. How many people in here really have? Did anybody else besides me get the expansion pass for the the upgrade for the Nintendo online system? Benj, what's going on? Benj, hey, Gaming Dad, how do you think Switch Sports is going to sell worldwide? Oh, man, like gangbusters. Gangbusters, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be the game that's going to push Nintendo probably over that one, that 100. It's going to help them beat PS4. How about that? It'll be 150, 160 million units, because now, even though the Switch has done very well, I still don't think the Switch was mainstream enough where, you know, it's gonna get that crowd, that grandparent crowd. It's gonna get them, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna have a lot more people. Wait, this Christmas, boy, so many people are gonna buy that system, if Nintendo is smart and they market this Nintendo Switch Sports game properly, man, it's gonna sell. Ooh. Because I played it this weekend and it was fun. It took me right back. Playing tennis was like the best thing ever. Bowling was outstanding. I love the online version of bowling. Oh man, it's like a process of elimination. So like if you don't make that first cut, buddy, you off the board. So it makes you want you really gotta pay attention to how you was. I was like, I gotta get in there and get my spin on right, so I can get this strike. Like before with Wii Sports, you could pretty much if you shot the ball fast enough at a certain angle, going straight, you can get a strike just about every time. And Wii Sports Resort made it a little bit more difficult. You have to add some more mechanics to it, but it's nothing like what I played this weekend, and it was fun. So like the mechanics and the Joy-Cons with the I can't call it Wii Sports. It just makes it like it makes the control like 10 times better. Like you really gotta concentrate. Really, like when I was playing tennis, I really couldn't just like smash out like I did before. I had to like kind of pay attention to how I'm swinging the racket, and all of that kind of played into how I was playing. And if I didn't do it quite right, man, I was whipping that ball out. And I was like, man, like I lost my first match because I was kind of play like I was on the original Wii, not playing like I'm on a new system. So, oh yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Benjamin, get you on the board. I don't think I have you. Bench made it to the dance. 4206. All right. But I was asking this question earlier about because Majora's Mask wasn't one of my favorite Zeldas. Even though it was good, even though I beat it, it still wasn't one of my favorite Zeldas. Like there was a debate that says was which one was better between Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, and it's without a doubt, it's Ocarina of Time, man. Way better game. However, it's coming out, and I got it, so I'm kind of excited. It says, what kind of sports is on the Switch? Like, I think the question, if you're asking for all general kind of sports, of course they got versions of football, but it's like, like old school, like Techno Bowl and stuff like that. But they got soccer, basketball, things of that nature. But on the Nintendo Switch sports, I can't say that fast to save my life. The ones they allowed you to play in the test play this weekend, they had like this, I get what they called it. It was like not fencing, but it was more or less like, fencing is on the version. The version they let you play this weekend was like a sword fight game. Then you had bowling, and then you had tennis. Those are the ones I played, and they all played phenomenal. All played super. It was super fun, just like I was back with the Wii. This is a definitely day one buy for me, without a shadow of a doubt. This is a game. If you bought it, I would definitely tell you to buy it physically. But if you bought it digitally, it's a game that'll live on your system, because it's the ultimate part. It's the ultimate party game, ultimate. And how they do the bowling, I'm telling you, it was phenomenal. So I have that game on a 3DS. I do too. Not going to get me with that online expansion today, Nintendo. But you know what? Listen, with the Mario Kart, oh man, I can recommend it now, and I think it's gonna. I believe without shot, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. It says, how does Switch Sports compare to Wii Sports games? They're pretty much the same. The controls with the Joy-Cons make the games a little more fine-tuned. the graphics in the game is a little bit better. Of course, you know, the old, like if you play Wii Sports, you know, they kind of didn't have legs. I think they had like feet, but not really no legs or really no arms. It's like, I don't know how they did it, but you know, these I mean, it's a better experience, especially the bowling. How they have bowling online setup is phenomenal. Super fun, super competitive, and they do it in rounds. So like when you play online, it's like you might not play a full, 10 rounds of bowling, only if you make it. So it's really like 12 rounds of bowling, but you gotta like, if you're like when you first start playing, you get to play the first 3 rounds, and then if your score is not in the top 6, then you get eliminated. So your game can be over if you don't make that first top 6. And then if you make the top 6, you go to the next round. And then if you're not in that top, if you're not in the top 3, then you get eliminated. It's crazy, but super fun. Super fun. I cannot wait. I would, if they gave me a choice between that game and Kirby, I'd probably pick up the sports because it was just that fun. But I'm gonna pick up Kirby too. Oh, this is a good question. So, can you play FIFA 22 on the Steam Deck? And I believe the answer is yes. If more likely, I believe FIFA is on Steam. If it's on Steam, you can play it. Now, how good it plays, that's still up to, the verdict is still in for that one until people get their hands on one and start to really figure out which games are compatible. Steam has not released a list of compatible games yet, but they're probably going to have to sooner than later because those emails are going out to the different customers, and those systems are going to be arriving sometime between now and next week. So you best believe that we'll be finding out something sooner than later. But I wouldn't doubt it that FIFA is going to be playable where to go. Hey, now listen, I don't want to say your name, so I'm gonna call you SB. SB, by you chiming in tonight, buddy, I give out a free Nintendo eShop card every Monday night, and so let me go ahead and put you onto the list. And we do the giveaway at the end of the stream, and the stream is not going to be that much longer because we are probably pretty much already kind of covered the topics we're going to cover tonight. Look at me. Okay, good. Ooh, I thought I messed up. We got 23 people on the list. Good people, don't forget, if you have not hit the like button yet, take your time for your brother. Go out real quick, hit that like button, come back in. Those likes really, really help the channel. So let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and briefly look over some more of these stories. I had them all picked out earlier, but for some reason or another, they're not. I should have just did it on this iPad, but instead I did it on my phone. That's me being lazy. Now, once again, I did see Uncharted, and I thought the movie was it was decent. Definitely, it wasn't a bad experience. But it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I would definitely maybe save my money and go see Batman and wait till that came out and then watched it on whatever. Oh man, I forgot about that. I was supposed to pick this game up. I wonder what score they gave this game. I just want the score. Okay, good. They gave this an action. Arcade Wrestler is a beautiful and smooth game that's very attractively priced, easy to pick up and play. It boasts a deep but separate creator tool with plenty of community created wrestlers to download. What it does well, but it's missing features to make it a great game, especially a career or federation mode. The framework is there, so hopefully we'll see what's that in the future. Okay, all right. You know what? I kind of mad because I was supposed to pick this game up. It was dirt cheap before it came out. It was like maybe like $12, and I was supposed to, I said I was gonna pick it up because I like wrestling games, but I forgot. I'm glad I saw that article. I might have to see how much they're gonna charge me for full price, or I'll be waiting for a what you call it, a sale. New characters and maps unveiled for Star Wars Hunters. This game was supposed to been come out. Yeah, that's right. This is that game that's made with Zynga and Lucasfilms. Zynga just got bought by someone. Who just bought Zynga? I think Xbox. Did Xbox just buy Zynga? Somebody just bought Zynga. I forgot who it was. Star Wars Hunters competitive arena combat. Blah blah blah. Okay, come to Switch later this year, but they never did. That's why they never did say a time frame. That's a good question. What do you pick up? Do you pick up the SEO collection? Or do you pick up the wrestling? So many choices. See, it's stuff like this here. Okay, see, it's okay, none of that. I think you know what I'm so please forgive me because I had all this stuff nice and situated, but it is what it is. We talked about Street Fighter. Okay, so Nintendo Switch Sports should borrow Wii Sports Resort Swordplay Showdown. They should go ahead and port a lot of that stuff over from the Wii Sports Resort and make it like DLC. Okay, good people. I think that's gonna be about it because I haven't played Horizon Forbidden West, so I won't comment on it. Okay, see, Assassin's Creed, the SEO collection, is an excellent port of an aging games. See, listen, I knew that. Listen, if y'all looked at the direct again, and you see this collection, the graphics, man, look really, really good. I just knew for sure like this was gonna be it. Okay, we got some comments. The DLC is just to bribe you for you to pay for that bad expansion. It is though, but you got so many kids who be like, man, God almighty. My children, man. I can't buy for instance, like for Mario Kart, it's a no-brainer, man, cuz do I buy if it's 25, is it $25? If I have to buy that 5 times, it's like $100 and something. I might go ahead and buy the expansion. Steam actually has a list of Steam verified games. Great. They got a whole rating system for how games played on the Steam Deck. Hey, Benj, are you Q1 or Q2 on your Steam Deck? Because Guerrilla Tactics is he Q1. He got his email all right. His is paid for. Come out on the 28th. I'm hating in my hater voice. This is my hater voice. That son of a biscuit. That's how they get you, man. Think of the kids. That's true, man. That's it. Think of the kids. I've been thinking about wallet, but oh man, that's economically, man, that might be pretty good right now. My next game for Call of Duty will be American Gamers this Wednesday. Hope you guys all check it out. Okay, so Q2. I'll say, all right, good. Vince, I'm a Q2 guy too. Okay, so yes, listen, good people. Listen, y'all pay attention because you know what? Mediocre Gamers on his website, you know what? F Your Blaze Karen, but she changed her name. She got gameplay of Call of Duty on his channel coming up this Wednesday. Yeah, definitely go check that video out. And so are I. So we can, you know, all sit back next week and talk about the enjoyment of watching Inner Journey to Cindy, now formerly F Your Blaze Karen, destroy people online for fun. Q2. So think about it. So if he's Q1 binge, if he gets his, like he getting his on the 28th, they shipping it out on the 28th, and they're about I'm a hater right now. I want one bad. So there's a very good chance that probably like May, June, we'll be getting ours too. We'll be back. We be Steamdeck gang. Then we have to have a whole Steamdeck session on the live. Got to. For right now, we're gonna live right through Guerrilla Tactics. But once again, like, you know, going back to Assassin's Creed SL Collection, this game, I'm thinking about picking it up. But right now, I gotta be strong, man. There's too many games to pick up and play. I just gotta play the games I got. Because I believe this collection is gonna go on sale by the holiday. And then I'll pick it up and I'll have something good to play. I don't need to have it right now. Or I could put it on my birthday list. That's a pretty good thought. That might get put on the birthday list. Your boy's turning 47 in May. Golly. 47. Can't believe it. But one thing I will say, I am way better shape today. I'm like, if you took my father at 47, compared to me, I am in way better shape than my father. way better shape. My daddy had a gut. Like, me again said I jumped on it early, but still after Q2, so I'm hoping for July, August. Okay, so before, you know, each quarter, if I'm listening, this is gaming dad's thinking. They did, you know, quarters, you know, at coming like in 3-month spans. So if Q1 is getting theirs this quarter, so then we would intentionally jump in at the beginning of quarter 2, right? So this quarter would be February, March, April. So Q2 should really start in May. It really should be like May, June, July, if nothing else get delayed. So I'm hoping they have enough system to get everybody Q1 taken care of and start working on Q2. Cause just like you, mediocre gamer, I can't think, you know, I forget you just saying, you still KP. So KP, I was the same guy. I mean, I got in early, but you know what? What made me mad, I got up early. I set up my account, my Steam account, but I set it up late. I set it like maybe 2 days before the pre-orders went live. And when I went to buy it, it said, your account has been active long enough. You need to come back. It was like, come back next month. I was so mad. But something told me later on that day, it's like, man, try it again. So when I tried it again, I got in. So I was able to get on Q2. But I was mad that when I got there early, like everybody else, that I couldn't get that first wave. I'm still salty about that. But I'm like you, I'm Q2, so that's what KP. That's KP, Binge, me, Guerrilla Tactics. Is it anybody else with getting a Steam Deck? KP, are you getting your mama a Steam Deck? KP, your mama want a Steam Deck. I haven't even talked to your mama like that. But I bet money she want a Steam Deck. That would be a wonderful Christmas gift. Right, binge. Come on, Gritter Tactics. Take one for the team. Dang. Hold on, man. Hold on. KP said, yeah, I have one reserved for myself, my mom, my dad, and my girlfriend. God almighty, man. What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? I need to know. Because maybe I'm in the wrong business. But see, you know what? That's how I was for the Switch, though. Oh, Grill attack this man. Y'all face. Oh, you tripping. Yeah, right. Liberian. What is the Liberian of Congress? But yeah, listen, I understand, man. That's how I was for my kids with the Switch. But the Switch was $300. I can do the math. Even if you got the basic, if you got the basic one, let's see, the $400 model. Let's see, that's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, that's still $2,000 plus tax. Woo! God almighty. He said Liberian. Grizzly said, I'm about to pull Antonio Brown and walk off the field half naked. Oh, man. It's funny. He said, like, I know I specialize in interlibrary loans to Sydney and receiving material between other library districts. Oh, okay. At a county library. Okay. All right. Was it the Library of Congress? It's like, well, that's good, man. I hope one day my son's like, you know what, Dad? I just want to let you know, man, I love you, and I bought you the PS7. Oh, man. That's a good question. Okay, when will PS7 release? Oh, PS6. When will we get the next PS6, the next PlayStation? So I say what, 2028 maybe? Crazy. Oh, that's a good question. Which version did you get in the Gaming Tactics? That's a good question. Did you get the $400 one or the No, I think he said it already. I think he said he getting the one with the cheaper version with the SSD, the 512, if I'm correct. The one that was in the middle. You know, you had the $300 one, then you had the 1 gig one. Not saying I won't be going deep into credit card debt to get them Steam Decks, but it will be done. This is the way. Oh, man. I love The Mandalorian. This is the way. Now, listen, The Mandalorian was so good. I'm so glad they're doing another season of that. I thought it might have been done after season 2. Like, dang, man. But I have not watched Boba Fett yet. So I need to make that my business this week. Yeah, I think I just might make that my business. Mom said he does work at a library. Seriously, he makes good money. Well, listen, I need to be a librarian, because being a teacher don't be cutting it. Karen, it doesn't cut it. It doesn't. But I love what I do. I wish they paid me more. It's like, man, oh, I wish this paid more. Because I love what I do. I love my kids. Oh, man. I love going to work and cracking jokes on my kids every day. That's the best thing ever. And my kids love me for it. They think it's the funniest thing ever. Greta Tech said the mirror tier well, yeah, with 256. Okay, good. I made decent money at Bessie. Listen, I know, man. Listen, we don't want to put your economics spending habits on terms on the stream, but I thank God that He blessed you. But wonder if the $3.99 version is good enough. You know what? So when these systems start to drop, that is one thing I am definitely curious about. It's like, if the $3.99 version with an SD card worth it? Like, you know what? I can still get a pretty good experience with that. Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. You know what? That's gonna be. I opted for the higher tier one. I did. I'm sorry, but I did. I was like, you know what? I want as much as that SD space I can get, cause I want my games to load fast. But $3.99 from what I've seen so far, the $3.99 version just might be all right. So I don't know, man. Seemed like the best option for a cost value standpoint. You just need some new blades, dude. Agreed. The MMC storage is slow, but the micro SD cards worked well with loading. It should be good. Yeah, I seen that video. I think we've seen the same video with that. They loaded it off the micro SD card, and it was like really comparable to the the faster SD drive. So it's one of the things, like, I'm waiting for some more official tests. I hope some good as I said, YouTubers get it and do some good reviews of it. So, and plus, your boy Gorilla Tactics is going to get his. He said his ship out on 28, so it's a good chance that show following the 28, he should be able to give us a rundown of what's good and what's not. So, Gorilla Tactics, man, it's a good chance you go ahead and start your channel. Call yourself the Steamdecker. The Steamdecker. That'll be a great show. Hands-on videos showing the games run well off micro and SD cards. Yeah, see, there it is, the Steamdecker. Gorilla Tactics. We can call you GT Decker. GT Decker. All news, Steamdeck. All right, good people. Listen, I think for the gist of this evening, I think we are coming up on the last little bit of news. No, that's not the. I had an article earlier about your girl. What's her name? But she said that the Fire Emblem game was just about done. Yeah, you know what? Listen, I'm gonna call it tonight on the news. Let's go ahead in great fashion. You know how we do. We got 23 people on the wheel tonight. Oh, great conversation about the Steam Deck. Cannot wait to get one. GT Steam Decker. Oh man, listen, I'm telling you that's how you do it. We would support your venture, buddy. And we would come to your live streams. What do you say, Gorilla Tactics? I'm telling you, it would be completely awesome. Let's go ahead and get CMG off the wheel. Also, did you add yourself? Oh, I don't never forget. I would forget to add myself. GD. All right. 24 people on the wheel tonight, including myself. in great fashion. Y'all know how the wheel work. I'm going to hit this button. It's going to spin. And then whoever gets off, you know what? You get the favorite. I work as an undercover cop. Talk about throwing away a career for a YouTube channel. People do it all the time. Excuse me. I'm drinking another sip of this ginger ale. All right, good people. Who's first on the list to get that? You lose. Aw, Samantha.
You lose.
You're out of here. I hate that you was first because you kind of just came in and poked in, and she poked right out. Samantha's out the board. She out of here. We up next to catch the flex. Who is that next person? Dang. That's a mess. I think the only reason why you tell me to get on the list so I can also experience that level of defeat. Oh man, just keep it rolling. Dang. First me, now my son.
You are out of here.
Golly, what? Hey. This is not a good law. Hold on. Cue the Jaws music. Listen, I want to, man, but I think they'll pull my channel if I did. Not pull my channel, but they'll dang, Emmanuel, you out of here too. Cause you know what? When I used Another One Bites the Dust, I had to, they claim my video. I'm so mad. Emmanuel, you out of here, buddy. Sorry. Keep it rolling. The wheel is Savage now. Man, Savage off the muscle. You out of here, gave me that. Out of here. But you know who else is out of here? Courtney.
You are out of here.
Courtney had to bite the dust early. But don't worry, her husband won last week. But he cannot win this week. So there'll be no yes, Vic's Twitch didn't win last week, but no, Vic, you out of here.
You are out of here.
You can always do Under Pressure. Change this. You know what? Yeah, I could. This is a tad bit. I might have to look into that. Who is next to catch the flex? Oh, look at it. Ladies and gentlemen, please blow CMG off the board. CMG is out of here. I'll tear my mic up. All right, who else next? And it look like SB. I might have to sing that one. Ice, ice, baby. SB was out of here. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. But that wheel is still spinning and rolling. We're down to 16 people, ladies and gentlemen. 16 people. And up next is GT, Guerrilla Tactics.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You
get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Good day, Guerrilla Tactics. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Pressure. Oh, gaming with Ben. Ben, my friend.
You lose.
But Ben is out of here. I love that sound effect.
You lose. You lose.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Oh man, Guerrilla Tactics. Out of here. He said, come on, Will. USCMG was off early, man. And tonight's winner, it's Norm. Norm is our winner, ladies and gentlemen.
Psych!
Good luck next time. Slug heads.
That never gets old, man. Psych!
Psych!
Who was up next? And it's Vic's wife. Dang.
You lose.
She's out of here. What the wheel, boy? It's spinning pretty fast tonight. Maybe, you know what? Is it me? Or it's probably is me. I'm one over here spinning the wheel. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see who's up next. Catch the Flex. And it will be... I don't know. Who is close? It's close. Dave Williams. It's out of here. I know, right? Me too. He said, oh, no. Have a good night. Good at tactics. Oh, you too. And our last week's winner has bit the dust. He couldn't win anyway, but we're glad that he got the can. All right. Man, I couldn't hear that spin last time. But you know who heard it this time? Steve L.
You lose.
Pressure. Oh, you know why you can't hear the wheel? It's my fault. Let me go. There we go. Quake 311, man, you are out of here. All right, let's see. A geeky chick. Oh, she came close this week. But she is out of here. And tonight's next winner is FUB. It was so nice. You know what? I am going to watch Ghostbusters. I just don't know if I want to pay $10 for it yet. I think I'm going to hold tight. But she had to go. Matter of fact, let me give her her horn. This is the first part of it. All right, good people. Listen, we're down to 6 people left on the. We got SOC. We got Rubens on the board. 90s Misfits. Mediocre Gamers is on the board. KP. Sir Dan Dude and Benj, who came in late, but he's still on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Still on the board. We keep that ball rolling. Who is next to catch the flex? And it's close. It looks like it's going to be 90s. 90s is out of here. That was close. Who is next? What did the sheep say? What did the sheep say? Sir Dan Dude. Sir Dan Dude, what did the sheep say? It said, ah. Oh, man, we down to the last final 4, and it looked like SOC has bit the dust.
You are out of here.
SOC has bit the dust. Ladies and gentlemen, we down to our final 3. Final 3 just that fast. We got Ruben, KP, Benj. Who is next to catch the flex? Dun, dun, dun. And it looks like, it's going to be Ruben. Ruben is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, we're down to our final 2. We have former multi-winner, Benj, 4206. And newcomer, KP. In the winner's circle, but there can only be one winner tonight. Let me get my sound effects. Drum roll, please. And tonight's winner will be... That was close. But Biz is our last loser, and tonight's winner is Mediocre Gang of Kids. Give him a round of applause. Oh, I gotta cut the drum roll off, don't I? Da-da. Ladies and gentlemen, KP, newcomer, hasn't been on the scene for about a month, but my brother has got the W tonight. He said, holy crap, I won something. Yeah, that's right. Listen, I'm glad you won too, because you know what? You're going to have to win something. All those Steam Decks you got reserved. Let me get $5. Oh, man. That's right. KP, buy your mom something nice. Ben says, I am out of here. This is Ben just like the pink controller. Mendez, he doesn't need to win. Say bye, everyone. Have fun with all of you. Have a fabulous week. You too, ma'am. You too. Holy crap, I won something. Caleb, buy your mom something nice. Say, oh, I will. Congratulations to KP. Ladies and gentlemen, KP, man, listen, just make sure, man, you can either reach out to me on TikTok at GamingDad0. I can send you a code that way, or Instagram at GamingDad3, or on Twitter at Gaming_Dad3 to send me a message. All you do is send me a message and say, Gaming Dad, where my money? And I'll send you a code. All right, good people. This is your boy Gaming Dad, man. I enjoyed y'all this Monday. We'll be back again next Monday, same time, same bat station. Y'all have a good week, man. May God bless all of you guys, man. Be with you guys, and I hope that y'all spend a little time with him. Can he like to spend time with you? All right, good people. This is your boy Gaming Dad. I need to get this set up beforehand. I need an easier way to get these things set up. I gotta be so excited at the end when people win. I don't have nothing I'm supposed to do. Set up, I'm ready to go. But I will tonight, because I'm already good. All right, good people, this is your boy Gaming Dad, man. Thank y'all. Have a blessed week. And I'll see y'all next time. And we out of here. Peace, love, and soul.